Warning! This show is for adults, by adults, using adult language, role-playing adult situations, and possible controversial topics. No situations or topic reflects the views of the Dungeon Master or the players in real life. You have been warned.
You know,
chocolate.
vanilla.
Kim was just telling me about the magical powers of dick chocolate and how it is medicinal for everyone.
That is a lie.
Oh, that is a lie.
That is a lie.
That was a big one.
Yeah, no, we're not having that rumor floating around. No, thank you.
There is nothing wrong with dick chocolate rumors.
Oh boy. Well, of course, Victoria is going to come downstairs and have herself some breakfast. And considering the caliber of this establishment, she will actually use their silverware.
I know, is it muted in your capture software?
Did you not unmute yourself on Streamlabs? Oh, you did? Well, make sure it's got the right audio device. Cogwheels are your answer to everything.
That? Okay, my microphone's working now. Let's try desktop audio. Somebody talk.
Talking.
Okay. Now everything's working. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Okay. That was something. Okay, so recap because that didn't go through stream. Party member got cursed with sores, boils, and all that fun stuff. They arrived at Heimgard Keep, went on a shopping spree, basically, put it all on the Umber Store tab. Family meeting between Lilith and her dearest cousin Ophelia. And yeah. So we started the day back up with Lady Victoria awaking to get some breakfast. I fixed it. Alright.
Yeah,
so-
Victoria's just gonna go downstairs and enjoy some breakfast.
Oh, it's another day or 2 days before we get to go pick up our court attire. Is that right?
Since it's a new day, it'd be one more day for you to get the mock-ups.
Oh, yeah, just trying to. Okay, so
So
not
technically,
today, tomorrow.
2 more
Tomorrow we
days
get.
before you get the full outfit. Because in one
Okay,
day you get
yeah,
the
so-
mock-ups, so like you try it on to see everything fits, and then the day after.
Minor alterations in sizing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I was really excited about that.
Can't wait for our little dress.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Yums.
Yep. So basically, very nice breakfast. Eggs, bacon. There's sandwiches for some people that fancy that kind of a heavier type meal for breakfast. Yeah, it's all very tasty, very well seasoned sort of stuff. You're offered either
I'm-
a glass of mead for breakfast or whatever you want.
Well, I'm quite positive Victoria is enjoying every minute of this very fine meal.
Indeed. You are. It's one of the best meals you've had in a while, in fact.
Yeah, because we wound up in a fairly upscale, in like decent scale.
The decently upscale, yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
20 gold
Wait.
a night. That's
they ruin
very
every
upscale.
bite.
Well, what are you planning to do today, Abby?
You know, I'm not really sure. I might just kind of explore the city a little bit. I haven't really been here. Still got or we're due in anywhere, so I might see what's
You keep cutting out, Kim.
again.
I don't know.
understand. I turned off. I got okay. Let's
Maybe you need to turn up the microphone sensitivity.
maybe.
Might be the issue.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that'll do a little better. More sensitive. Better, worse, or the same.
Because if you want to be comfortable and just lay back for the microphone to catch you.
Yeah, that's like once I go back here, it doesn't pick it up anymore. It's too far away. Okay. Yeah, so just gonna kind of explore the city. I think we're gonna see kind of what's in town. I don't know. I haven't been in Heimgard Keep before that I can recall.
Well, Sydney's got pretty much everything you could think of. So, I suppose have good time. Just remember, we got your fit tomorrow for your dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna turn out really nice. I'm excited. I really appreciate you doing that for me.
It's no problem.
So what are you getting up to? Or are you getting up to anything? You're gonna tag out for the day, or?
I honestly don't know. I rested all day yesterday, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do today.
Mm.
I mean, I really don't have much to do. I don't need any new clothes. And I really don't have much to do in the city currently. I might go see my cousin, but other than that,
You would remember that there is still the matter to delivering the demand of the mayor of Hunter's Run to the clerics of the temple.
yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
We do have to deliver that. That's right. Because I talked to a disembodied voice that reminded me that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose if you want to, we could go do that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a. Do you know where in town that is? We could ask somebody, I'm sure.
Oh,
Just kind of
Oh, I can take you right to it.
be a good chance to get out and about a little bit, right?
I suppose so. Maybe Portia will want to go with us, or our new horse lady.
Sure.
Victoria looks for. Oh, Portia, you're here. I didn't know she sneak up on me, dear.
Yeah, you see her coming down. You see her coming down the stairs, kind of just waking up. Kind of stretching. Oh, good morning.
Well, good morning. You sleep well?
Pretty good.
Well, good.
What's for breakfast this morning?
Oh, just about anything that you'd like.
All right.
Basically, yeah. Just get the assortment of eggs, bacon, breakfast sandwiches, the whole shebang.
see-
A full plate.
You see Victoria eating like a partially hard-boiled egg. She had tapped the top off the egg, and she's currently eating out of it with a little spoon. She's having her fancy egg this morning. I forgot what those are called, but
I know the name in French. I don't know the name in English, sadly.
Soft-boiled egg.
yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Kind of like tap the
Where
top.
you
and
crack
then,
the top
Yeah.
and eat it out with a spoon.
Yeah. In real life, that sounds disgusting to me, but it sounds like something my character would love.
It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
It's a soft-boiled egg.
It's
Yeah.
good. I assure you, it's pretty good.
I'm simple. Just give me scrambled. I'm good.
You just see
Scrambled-
Abby with her plate of scrambled
Scrambled
eggs
with
and
cheese
bacon.
and bacon.
Mhm.
I like them scrambled, or I also like them over easy, yellow runny.
Mm.
Plop one of those over a steak, and let's go.
I like mine fertilized over on the side.
Proud of fertilized.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to my cousin, to our cousin's thing.
You're going to the cabaret by yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Victoria will just kind of do a toodles wave at Oshi as he makes his way out, pretty much figuring that's where he's heading, since I told her that he would be back with an answer today. So,
Pretty much.
well, that's Oshi. Has anybody seen our horsewoman or acid reflux, whatever his name? Quarry?
Not since last night.
Well, bless his heart. He's probably sleeping in.
Probably.
I would be too if I had been stricken down with the goddess of herbatitis.
Wouldn't I technically be outside at the stable since I'm horse lady, not inside?
You would be outside, but they would have made up something so you would be like most comfortable. So you wouldn't necessarily be in the stable, but they did open up a little back room just for you to rest in, and accommodated you with everything you needed for tonight.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to get in the inn from a side door.
Alright. You'll probably still be back there, resting, sleeping. Long travels and such.
Taking it easy.
Yeah.
Enjoying the warmth from your furs.
Unless someone came by and woke her up or whatnot.
Yeah, I'll do that as I go to the cabaret. I'll knock on his her thing.
The little door leading to her room. Alright, so you'll hear knocking at your door, Rasta.
You'll get up and go and answer it.
And Victoria's voice be like, "Don't you go missing breakfast, young lady."
Alright, so you hear what you assume one of the women that hired you telling you not to skip breakfast.
I'll look confused for a moment, and then nod oddly and thank him,
Uh
and then walk by and head towards, I guess, the dinner table, the breakfast table.
Alright, so you would see Rasap coming towards you all at the table after Oshi wakes her up before heading out.
Victoria's gonna smile when she sees Rostov, then kind of frown a little bit.
She looks confused.
Y'all excuse me just a minute, all right? And I'm gonna excuse myself from the table and walk over to the innkeeper, and in a flurry of like hand motions and haughty nobleness, sort of motion over at the table to order up a levy of servants to bring some pillows or cushions or something to put down beside the table so that Rastop can, lay down or sit down or whatever, so that she can be table level to be able to eat with the rest of us and not have to just kind of like stand there awkwardly as a horsewoman over the table.
You go to do that, but you would notice as you're walking over that there are already servants making the way. Not necessarily servants, but maids going and setting up a place for her to sit.
Well, obviously it should have been done before Rastop got here, so I am just voicing my displeasure.
We're so sorry, ma'am. We'll do better about it.
Ma'am. Her hands go to her hips, and her chin raises a bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, my lady. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Very haughtily just going to turn and storm back to the table. As soon as I get back to the table, my demeanor's cool as a cucumber again. Well, we got that figured out.
If you would look at the innkeeper, it'd look like nothing happened. It's just another day for her, apparently. But rest up. You arrived at the table. There's cushions laid out for you to like comfortably sit and get to the table level, which I imagine if you were to lay down, you'd probably arrive about at the same height as your companion sitting.
Probably be leveled up to her human part of her body.
Yeah.
But she'll grab a plate of bacon and sausage and some bread. And of course some breakfast meat.
It'd be good just eating all that meat. Victoria's gonna like shove an apple over onto your plate, like maybe a banana or an orange.
Trying to force the fact that Oh, you're a centaur. You must be a vegetarian, are you?
Well, no.
I'm
Victoria is being a very um, invested healer. Eating too much meat can give you gout.
Mm.
And I have no idea what the horse equivalent of that is. Hoof and mouth, I don't know. But it probably can't be good.
Yeah, no.
Alright, so you have a few fruits added to your plate, Rastop.
So take the apple. He's gonna buy an apple. I made Russ
Little
laugh.
bitch.
You made. Oh my
I
goodness.
made him face palm and laugh.
I did too, don't
Well.
worry.
Now that we're all here, I mean, Oshi's got his own thing to do. He's going to go do some work for my cousin, I think. But the rest of us, we should, after we're done with breakfast, go see the mayor.
No, not the mayor. They're handing the mayor's request in
Oh, yeah.
from the last city.
Sorry.
Isn't that what I said?
Sure.
All right. It's all aloof and just like eating and just like half here, half not.
The lady has enjoyed herself, it seems. Alright, so while you're all having that nifty little breakfast, we'll move about to Oshi making his way to the cabaret.
All right.
Alright, so you arrive in front of the building. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people around this hour of the day, but doesn't seem closed.
I'm gonna knock on the door with my bow, my staff.
Okay. You knock, with the quarterstaff on the door. You'll see a half-elf lady open and look at you a bit puzzled. You can enter. It is not closed.
What's her name?
The name of the half-elf lady?
No, the lady I'm looking for.
Ophelia.
Philia.
I'm gonna say in the deepest. I'm gonna say in darkness's voice, Ophelia.
I don't think you can do that unless you've heard Darkness say her name.
Yeah, you haven't heard Darkness pronounce that name, so you can't use the voice to say that name. You would
Keep
be
making the
able to...
rules different. Okay, fine. I'll just say it in a deep voice you've never heard, but I've heard. Ha ha ha.
Fine enough. I'm not making up the rules. You need to use a voice you've heard pronounce the thing. That's how it worked with Ishii. That's how it worked with Oshi. But yeah.
No, with Ishin, anybody's voice I heard, I can mimic what they said and mimic their voice. That's why I said we keep changing. It's okay.
It's
Deep
okay.
deep voice from my past. I use in a deep manly voice from my past.
Let's say
Probably my dad.
Victoria's father. Let's say Victoria's father. You use Victoria's father's voice to say Ophelia. She's the lady's a bit startled, but she'll open the door, let you in. Just wait a moment. I'll notify the lady. She has visitors. So there's chairs around, like a waiting area sort of thing. It'll take a little while, but then the same little lady's gonna lead you to kind of secluded area in the cabaret, staff area, one would assume. Ophelia is there, getting ready for the day, basically like putting makeup on at the moment.
Okay. I'll walk in and be like, hello, Thalia. 24 hours.
Oh, Oshi, I'm so happy to see you here. So you have an answer for me, I hope? She kind of turns a little bit to you, before powdering your nose.
I'm going to say again, 24 hours.
Yes, yes. So will that be a yes or a no? To my offer.
Was your father an asshole?
Not really, but I'm sure he's been angry before.
Was he a smartass?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to say in her father's voice, no, I stand here before you for free.
My. I haven't heard that voice in so long. Well, what will your answer be? I'm waiting.
Yes.
Marvelous.
Ophelia's on the really dense side of the family.
Yeah, I'm starting to see this.
A little bit. She's very frivolous. Well, of course, if you're here, that means you've come to accept my offers. Anyways, I suppose if you're here, have you figured out what kind of performance you were looking to accomplish also? Kind of turns towards you there.
I'm going to smirk. I'm going to smirk an evil grin and pull out my bird pipes.
Oh dear, no. Oshi. I'm pretty sure me and Lily had many talks about this. I cannot permit you to temporarily deafen my customers. I have a duty as hostess. Weren't you fond of these little acrobatics you were so fond to do? How about this? I could have some of my staffs help you train a little bit, and we could put on a little show for people to enjoy.
Fuck me. My first initial reaction is one I'll go with. I'll wag my tail like a happy dog. God damn it.
Seems I've struck a chord, haven't I? Very well. Have you had breakfast yet? I suggest you have some because the training is quite extensive.
No, I have not.
Alright, so she'll get up and wave you over to follow her, and she'll basically escort you to another part of another staff room, basically where a staff would normally be having breakfast, but at the moment everybody is pretty busy, so there's not many people, but there's still leftovers basically of the buffet that she organizes all the time for her staff. So she'll invite you to take whatever you want from it, feast, and then she'll go and prepare for the little training sessions you'll have with the others.
Is there a lot of fruit and vegetables? Because remember, I don't eat meat.
There would be an assortment of different fruits and veggies for those who don't usually eat meat. Pretty considerate, if you think about it. But yeah. Alright. So while you're enjoying your foods and getting ready to work it out, we'll jump back to the other group. Which have probably done eating breakfast probably, by that time.
Yeah, but Victoria kind of like lifts her hands up as they come to collect their plates for them to put like a little bowl of warm water in front of her so she can dip her fingers and hold her hands out so they can wipe her hands off and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, like the full on lady pampering treatment.
And for those who, the others around the table who would like the same treatment, it would be offered to you. But yeah, you just see Victoria getting her hands washed in a bowl of clean water.
I'll have my hands cleaned.
When in Rome, just kind of like
Yeah.
little bit of trepidation. Like I can do this myself. It's like, okay, fine, go for it.
Oh, it's my
Yeah, but
job
it's
to
more
do
than-
so. Please.
And it's definitely more in a hand washing, like when they're washing your hand, they kind of like get in there with their thumbs a little bit, kind of hit the
A little bit of
tension
massage.
part, kind of
Oh,
pop
yeah,
your
The
Pop your
massage
thumbs.
out, do the
Yeah.
oh yeah,
It's
the
a
usual
full
kind of
on
like
treatment.
manicure shakeout.
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah.
Basically, enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
Alright, so that's out of the way. You tables all free of dishes and whatnot. And the day is yours for the taking.
shall we go deliver that letter?
Yeah. Might as well cross it off the to do.
I suppose follow me, I'll lead the way.
What did you say, Portia?
But yeah, I'm following along.
Alright, so Rasop, are you gonna follow them about the city?
Yeah, we'll go with them.
Alright, so once you get up, you'll see the maids start to clear up the spot they had made for you with all the blankets and pillows, as to not encumber the other customers. But yeah. Alright, so as you all make your way to the temple, which is on right here, the big building right there. I'm gonna ping it again so you can see it. Right there. You see a lot of people on the streets already, going about their way. There's some stalls as you make your way through Brightport and cross towards the bridge, the area of the city that's called the bridge. Not much. It's a very loud city. A lot of conversation. Merchants hollering at customers, trying to like invite them in.
What's the weather like?
Cloudless sky this morning.
So
Very
it's-
hot. Summer is definitely coming over.
All right. So a parasol will be out. Can't, parasol will be out. Handkerchief in the other hand, so that any offensive smell she can quickly, place it up over her nose. Because these type of cities and this day, back in the olden times, eat not exactly the most hygienic or best smelling of places. So, yeah, she's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully enough, you will not smell any of these undesirable smells as you go about the inner part of Heimgard Keep. So easily enough, you're able to make your way to the Great Cathedral of Light, which is where you received yourself your studies in becoming a cleric.
It
Memories.
just seems like 3 or 4 years ago I was here.
About.
Oh, my time does fly.
Basically, standard procedures. You can go in and out as you please. Priests would be about tending to the statues, the shrines, lighting up candles and the such.
Oh, as I'm leading them in, Victoria will just be like, I mean, they do everything here from healing the sick to holding prayer groups, and this section over here's devoted to the male aspect of the light, while this is donated to, Our Lady of Light, and kind of hear the people congregate and petition the church for different things. But we need to head back further to the cloister though to find the person we're looking for. She just kind of like deftly weaves you through the temple.
Basically, she would be leading you all to like a back area, past the rows of seats, entering by a side door, and you'd basically be entering in a closed up room that has a lot of tomes on the walls, kind of like a library sort of deal, with somebody. Only one person at the moment tending to the tomes.
Do I recognize this person?
Do you recognize that person? Let's see.
Good question.
Good question. You do not. Seems like somebody new that probably recently graduated or something. If we can
Right, then
say
I will
it like
pointedly ignore their existence then.
that. Alright, so they seem very focused on their tasks, so you'll be able to move along the perimeters. You would bump into another person as you make your way towards the back. You make me, let's see, what would it be for you to remember something there? A history check to see if you can recall that person more.
Alright.
Clearly.
Roll.
Oh yeah.
26.
You'd remember starkly as you see this very very tall for a human. Tall, short hair, blonde. He has a very uncanny scar that sadly disfigures his smile into a snarl as it kind of reps into his upper lip and goes up his cheek a little bit. You would remember him as Manuel Lightbringer. It was to be one of the men your mother tried to wed you off to. But
Alright.
he settled on another woman and
So-
spared you that fate.
Since I'm inside and the parasol has been, kind of closed up, she'll reach her hand down toward her waist and out comes a fan, and with a flick, it kind of like fans out as she kind of like fans herself and tries to like literally walk past him without him noticing her.
He would notice you, but he's just gonna give you a slight nod as you pass by and go to the other room where you would meet with the person you'd be looking for.
As we get past him on the way to the room, I'll look over at Abby and go, my mother tried to get me to marry him a couple of times.
You just see this 7 foot tall man just like not giving a slight nod at Victoria as you pass along.
I mean, he's quite a fine person, but I just don't think that he's cut out for the job.
would imagine it would take a particular someone to handle that particular task.
Oh, I know. Not to mention, I have to put up with all my sisters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, extended family makes it tough.
No bit.
Here we are.
Yep, I'm just trying to
Yep.
look. It's not working. Great.
No problem.
Alright. So you would see Father Nevin sitting at the desk, writing up what you assume to be correspondence. His head would lift upon your entrance. Oh,
Wait.
I was not expecting visitors.
Well, Father Nevin, you should always, in the service of light, expect the most pleasant of surprises.
Ah, Miss Umberstorm.
Always expect the unexpected.
Yes, it is Our Lady Umberstorm.
How fare you since the last time we met? As he raises an eyebrow towards you. Is this the time where David crashed? Shiz. Yep.
Reset.
Rip.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Impeccable. Yep. Perfection.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gotta wait for him to come back. Are you back yet?
Yes, but I have to restart Discord.
Alright.
All right. There we go.
Alright, so, before, Father Nevin had asked you how, you fared, since, the last time, you both met? Kinda raising an eyebrow as he asks. Setting his, plume down.
Well, I don't mind to say I have just been blessed. It has been such a blessing to travel around the kingdoms and to the beastlands, providing the work of the light to those who are in need. Speaking of which, I'll motion to whoever has the letter.
Whoever has the bag of holding, I think it would be Portia.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's
No, no.
No,
No,
absolutely
Oshi-
fucking not. I
It's
have the bag of
Oshi.
holding.
Wrong game. Oh, she's got it. This guy.
Oh no, she got it. I think she has it in her normal bag then, because I remember Portia having it.
Yeah, Portia does have the letter.
Yeah.
So she
I would-
doesn't.
I would-
I
But not the
misremember.
bag of holding.
Not the bag of holding, but she does have the letter.
Yes. I reach into my bag and hand you the letter.
He'll take it. Take a look at it. You'll see his brow furrow a little bit. Another letter demanding priests. Wonderful.
Probably has something to do with the fact that we broke up a darkness cult and that their mortuary it is full of obsidian and blood pools.
Yeah, not a nice place.
Well, the blood pool's drained at this point.
Well, that's true.
Formerly,
That's true. The
formerly
flaming
known
skull.
as blood.
Yes, what my associate Abigail said. A flaming skull sucked up all the blood before teleporting itself out.
You know,
A
nothing good.
A flaming skull?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, it was either that or I got too much communal wine and was hallucinating, which I don't think was the problem. I mean, that could have happened to Portia, but not me. I reach over like I'm comforting Portia with the memory of being down in the mausoleum.
Kind of tapping her shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, it is the
I
first.
don't like being down there.
A lot of people does not seem to appreciate walking among where the dead rests, but it is the first time that I've heard of blood pools and flaming skulls and obsidian, but sadly not the first time I've heard about cult. Kind of like grips the bridge of his nose. Very well, I shall make the proper preparations. Send some people along, investigate.
Yeah. You know, I think that would be best. I mean, I wouldn't have mind to stuck around and work someone, you know, figuring out more myself, but we were summoned by the king. And, you know, when you're summoned by the king, you just don't just sit around and play in mausoleums.
Well, the king is quite an understanding man. If the matter
I
was
know.
dire.
Oh, no, we took care of the dire part of it. Even had a brief encounter with darkness themselves. It was very nasty.
By the light.
Oh, yes, by the light, we were able to make it out of there. Wasn't too happy about it either. Well, they weren't. We were.
As always, shining beacon shall cleanse the darkness away.
Oh, you know it.
I gather I should get started on the letter and prepare for sending more people over. I thank you for bringing this to our attention. Are you
Sorry,
going
just
to say
one-
for...
One quick, I don't want to step myself into business it doesn't belong to, so that you can tell me to mind my own. But you said this another letter. Has the mayor been asking, or are there other mayors asking for this kind of help?
He seems a little hesitant.
I can mind my business. That's fine. It just
Roll me a
I'll just sort of-
persuasion check real quick.
And let's see if I can get that with advantages. I just gotta wave my hand. You can tell her she's one of my most trusted companions, has fought evil by my side tirelessly.
Alright, roll the advantage, because Victoria's helping you.
much appreciated. Nope. And a good thing too. Does it say? No. Rolled a
18.
Perception.
18.
That's perception, not
Oh,
persuasion.
sorry.
Say numbers. Or
I read no. I just saw a P and clicked like a dumbass.
I do that
I
all
do
the
that all
time,
the
don't
time.
worry.
yeah, I think we all do.
Persuasion.
Common mistake. And the other purr.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck. Can we just make that a 15 instead of an 18 and call it even?
So it doesn't seem like well, I cannot divulge you very much about it, but it is not the first instance we've heard of the cult. But worry not, we'll have things under control. In the near
I hope
future.
so, because I do hate getting woken up in the middle of the night and drugged down to a mortuary because there's a murderous cult and nobody else in the town able to take care of it. It is quite disconcerting.
You were dragged down?
Well, I mean, not drag, but, you know, there's
We
only drag.
Voluntold. Yeah.
Well, nobody likes waking up to a murderous cult.
No, of course not.
I'm naming myself Jim Jones.
Oh my god, stop it.
Let's talk about real cults.
No.
Rise up.
So he'll nod. Shh. So he'll nod. Understandably, it must have been quite the tale.
It was quite distressing.
Well, let us hope it's the last of these matters.
Well, we can hope so, but from your reaction, I doubt it. So I would hate there's something else be going on and you not let me know and put me and my companions in danger and something happen and my mother find out.
Okay, roll me another persuasion. Roll it yourself. See if that works.
Damn! We suck tonight.
Yeah, we're having a rough go.
Thankfully I rolled lower than that.
Holy
So he'll sigh, set his glasses down. Listen, I don't know much about it, but what I see in this letter I've received from the four corners of the continents happening for about a month so far. So it is a recurring problem that seems to not be wanting to get weeded out. Whatever the cause of it, I've been able to discern it so far. But it does not seem to be the dark one in particular. I can say that much. So something else is at work here. Why, the Sanctified Father has considered sending forces to the Vale to see perhaps if something could be lurking there, but with the king closing up the Vale, it is uncertain.
Question to the DM.
Question to the DM.
How common is knowledge of vampirism and vampires?
Not common at all.
Okay.
I got bit by some weird ass dude who bites people. That's like, right? We don't actually know of that as a.
What was his name? Forgot my notes.
Dead man walking. Sorry, this is me being cocky. Was shoot, I got it somewhere. No, I don't have it somewhere.
I don't know. You could maybe try to like question him, see if he's heard of any creatures like that, Abby, as he is a older priest, a cleric, actually.
I don't know if I would think to ask him about it. I mean, as far as we know, it's done and dealt with, right? Aside from,
As far as you know, yeah.
so yeah, I don't even think
You could assume,
think
yeah,
that.
because of the darkness's intervention, I
Mhm.
suppose. So you finding the name yet, David?
I can't find my character background sheet.
Your character background.
Yeah, the Google document that I sent with my background. That's where I thought I was keeping my notes on there, but
What name are you looking for?
The name of the count.
oh, here we go. Shit's loaded. I found it. I found it.
Remember,
I think.
we knew what his name was, but he was super pissed about that one and he declared himself something else. Or I just can't remember.
Should be taking better notes.
Well, I had a notebook, but it's not with me at the moment. It's elsewhere, and I don't want to get up and go get it.
Mm-hmm.
People in the freaking locket.
Huh?
Aegon.
Oh no, Lockett. That was.
Yeah.
It was like
Man.
Silver something.
Silver.
Gotta get my notes somewhere. I gotta look. Do a search.
Yeah.
Silver blood.
Silver Fang.
No, not Silverfang.
Silver
blood.
Twat.
Silver Blood.
Yes, silver blood.
No, not Silver. Yeah, Silver Blood.
Okay, so
Didn't
After-
didn't he get pissed about that and like declared himself something different instead?
What did he declare
Yes.
himself though?
that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, we called him out as Silver Blood, and he, that's not my name anymore. I was a little pissy about it, and we're like, okay, fine.
Well, that's not exactly what he said, but along
No,
the
but
lines of...
paraphrasing.
Okay,
Dark
since...
Blood or something like that. Name?
Okay, you're making a great effort at trying to look for it. It's Vile Blood. Baron
Vile
Blood
Baron Vile
is
Blood.
how he identified himself.
So after Abby goes, oh yeah, and this guy was biting my neck and all this stuff, and I really didn't like that. Victoria will go, yeah, apparently somebody named Count Foulblood has a problem with light and darkness. And he just wants to watch the whole world burn.
Yeah.
Had y'all picked up on that yet?
Stir in that pot.
He's gonna drop his glasses and just look at you, scandalized. What name did you just utter?
Foulblood. Used to be Silverblood, you know.
Well,
back
I
in the
don't
day.
know about that last part, but Valblood, he's been dead for centuries.
Oh no, he's much alive and he likes drinking blood.
Huh.
A little creepy, if you ask me.
He's kind of looking at you as if you've hit your head this morning.
I'm just gonna give him that go ahead and fucking dare question me. Question me like noble look. Like, how fucking dare you even think that I don't know what I'm talking about?
Well, you are the first and only person to ever utter this name.
Well, I suppose you're not training the other people here as astutely as I was. Or they'd be doing their jobs too. She'll flick out her fan and fan herself.
You would see him get up from his chair and then go to the shelf behind him and take out a dusty tome that he'll dust off and then open it up and like flip through some pages, muttering under his breath something as he looks through the pages before sitting back down with the tome in his hand. Valblin. Kind of going through the pages. No, I'm pretty sure that creature died roughly 200 years ago. Stated here.
You're wrong.
He's looking mighty alive from, someone being dead.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I wouldn't exactly call it alive.
Alive is a relative term.
I think the word we're looking for is some form of abomination or undead. That wasn't a healthy color. Skin and all.
He seems very preoccupied by the statements you're making at the moment. So you're telling me that a creature hundreds of years old, rumored to feast on the blood and souls of mortals.
Well, definitely feasted on Abigail's blood.
Abigail, as they keep they keep talking about that incident, you kind of get like flashbacks of the incident, like like unneeded flashbacks. Wasn't a very nice situation. Kind of feel sore the more they talk about it too.
Yeah,
like Phantom Pain, like.
Yes, we get it. You bit me. I get it. Okay. You understand. There was a biting. There was some leaking. Moving on from that.
I'm sorry. I'll pat you on the shoulder comfortingly again.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just, I think we've established the.
So you're saying that in front of the
operandi.
cleric?
Yeah.
He's gonna look at you concerned. You were bitten by that creature.
Yeah, I mean, just a little.
Hey, where were you where we talked about this the past 3 times?
I'm sorry. You expect me to react willy-nilly after being told that centuries-old evil just reappeared out of nowhere?
Well, that is your job.
No, my job is to take care of this temple. That would be the spear of light's job to vanquish evil.
Well, I suppose so.
You would know that so far there has not been another person nominated to be the spear, which would be so far. So
it's currently a vacant role.
As she would assume, because she hasn't been here for like a couple months.
For years, but yeah.
Yeah, in a couple of years probably, since you ran away from home.
Well, listen, new spear's been chosen. I think it would follow me.
That is true that you've not been recently to the temple, but yes, a new spear was indeed recognized by Her Holiness.
Good.
In fact, I think you might have just walked past him as you made your way here.
Oh, well, bless his heart. I suppose he had to do something after I turned him down for marriage. sacrilege. Are you saying that I should be forced to marry any man that proposes to me?
No,
If I was to
no, just you
She's all haughty now.
you know better than to speak of the spear that way, be it what he was told to be, or you were meant to be together. Or...
Look, I will respect him in every way possible. But I walk in the light, and the light is true. And I didn't say a word that wasn't untrue just now. So unless you want me to lie, she just kind of tilts her head a little bit, kind of haughtily.
I would never.
Well, then everything's fine, then, ain't it?
Right, then I will have to arrange a meeting with the council. Get that. So much paperwork. You see, you seem to have dumped a whole bunch of responsibility on him, as once. Right, well, he's gonna look to Abigail if any symptoms should be surfacing. You are to come to the temple immediately, should anything surface from. Light knows what
Symptoms?
might happen.
What kind of symptoms? I mean, he wasn't foaming at the mouth or anything. What?
Well, yeah, but he was talking all kind of crazy, or it could have been something.
Yeah, like, suddenly I'm a little more, like, it's like, yeah, no, it's fine, he just did. But now I'm like, wait, what? Symptoms? What? Huh?
I do not
What?
have much knowledge of it here, but it's only hearsay and rumors, but it seemed to have been a thing when it was alive, that its bite could turn someone to something else.
Well, that's incredibly vague and unhelpful. What? Huh? What?
Victoria kind of mumbles under her breath, not too, lowly. Well, that explains Glory.
You didn't get bitten, though!
Not that we know of. We've only known the dude for a while.
Maybe we
A
missed
little while, yeah.
He's gonna look at you shocked, Victoria, and say, somebody else has been bitten?
No, we can't prove it. It's just the
Yeah, it's very vague because we do not have all the information that was in the veil before the connection between the two here and there stopped for some reason. Maybe that would explain it, but
well,
the only thing I can say, if there's anything, you feel anything different about yourself, you should come back and we would see if it can be treated. Hopefully it's not too late, but yes, should any symptoms of uncanniness present themselves, you should make your way here.
keep an eye out for any signs of unusualness.
Yes.
Well, I think we've taken enough of your time, and you've mortified my companion here quite enough for today.
And I've been mortified as well.
Well, we'll be in town at least for a couple more days for our audience with His Highness. I'm sure you know where to find me. There is only one establishment that is suitable for someone of my stature.
Yes, well, I thank you for delivering said message. Hopefully, to be the last, but if the information you've lent me is to be right, then things
will
can
look
get
toward-
hairy.
Victoria will look toward Portia. She's petting herself, kind of like blocking most of her facial expressions away from the father guy. And she's going to say, Portia, I don't remember. Did the mayor say that we were going to get a reward for delivering us?
I believe he did something along the lines. I don't recall exactly. I don't remember what it was. He said, be sure to collect your reward after you drop this off.
And will lower as she looks back to the father.
He's looking at me like, really?
He did bring it all that way.
Do I need to make a deception roll?
Assumption roll?
Deception.
Deception.
Yeah, because he's not buying it at the
BS and
moment.
hard.
BS your way.
In these rolls tonight.
Rolls were
Well,
so
we're
bad
having trouble.
tonight. What the hell? The
Jesus.
curse of roll 20.
Wednesday's the new Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Uh,
He's looking at you like, really? The look that's like, are you kidding me? But, well, since you did bring much more information than was in the letter, he's, gonna get up and, look through, the tomes behind him, and, select one that looks closely to the one he was, rummaging through. Well, since you're intrigued about the Baron, perhaps this would be a suitable reward. And he'll hand over the book to you.
And I'll pass it over to Abby. And with a little, just in case.
Just a little light reading.
Yep.
Now, if that is all, I believe I have quite the task at hand.
May the light shine upon you.
May her grace guides your way. As he, basically,
just wave
sends
by
you
it.
on
Like,
your
yeah, whatever.
Yep.
like, yeah, go. Just go.
And on the way out, I'll be like, and may she illuminate your path. All the way out the door.
All the way out the door.
Yep.
You
She
would
gets out
see...
the door. Sorry, go ahead.
You would see, before you exit, you would see Manuel again, and, make me a religion check real quick to see, if it catches your eye or not. As he is speaking with, somebody else at the moment.
Fucking shit.
Okay, it's decent. So you would see like the outline, the shining outline on his back. Hard to glance a little bit, but you would see it seems to be in the an elongated shape of a spear, kind of like a token represented. So you would see that on his back as you exit the temple.
I didn't say I was exiting the temple. I was just getting out of that dude's
Okay.
office.
Well, anyways, should you
So-
make your way towards
Well,
the exit, you'd see that.
Well, definitely now that I know he's the spear and he's definitely more important than I thought he was, Victoria's going to have to go over and have a conversation.
Oh,
Naturally.
You would see him in conversation with a smaller lady, auburn hair, bright green eyes, quite a deep conversation, in fact, so he doesn't really exactly notice as you approach him immediately. Yeah, no.
Your congratulations are in order. As
Kinda.
I kind of interject myself into their conversation.
Kind of looks down at you a little bit. Oh, wow. It has been a while, Lady Umberstorm. Kind of
Please.
nod his
We're
head
friends. You can
respectfully.
call me Victoria.
Oh, he kind of raises an eyebrow.
Just because I wouldn't marry you doesn't mean I think you're a terrible person.
No, it was more about the fact it was forced, but that does put it in such manner. Sure, why not?
Well, my mother is not exactly the best of people.
As I've told you before, I would never agree to something of this stature. But plus, this is my wife, Lucia.
Yeah.
As he gestures to the woman he was talking to, she has like her hand on his arm.
I will smile. Well, that is wonderful. I am so glad you found someone. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, likewise. I've heard great things about you, Lady Umberstorm. You were quite the studious student, I've heard.
Victoria, please. To be perfectly honest, I'm sure they were glad when I got out of here. But it's nice to know that they're being kind in my absence.
I'm not-
Victoria knows that she's a handful for people, so she's not. She's appreciating the kindness thing. Well, I just wanted to say congratulations. Well, I suppose congratulations twice now. Perhaps we can have a dinner sometime while I'm in town and catch up a little bit. She kind of frowns a little bit, though. I think you might be a little more busy coming up pretty soon. But we'll and I'll sort of motion over toward the door. Let you figure that out with him. But it was a pleasure seeing.
Busy, you say? Huh? I'll keep that in mind. It was likewise a pleasure to see you again.
So it was such a pleasure to meet you. And I'll look back to him. She is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this just warms my heart. So
You're gonna see her
Sort of.
blush a little bit. Why, you're too kindly, Victoria.
well, may you both walk in the light and have a wonderful day. I hope to see you all again sometime in the future.
Well, he'll nod. He's not a man of many words, as you've known before.
Yep.
But she'll say, "Oh, I hope wherever you're headed, that you have safe journeys, and may his shield guard your path always."
Aren't you just a peach? As I make my as I start making my way off.
Fuck's sakes.
I make my way out, just shaking my head.
Did you see what
Yeah, I just saw Kim's message.
Okay.
I'm reading it.
So so I think what would happen, so basically you turn towards the other Victoria and you just see Abby showing her
That looks okay, right? Like this isn't.
I don't see like any kind of infection or anything. I mean,
Victoria will look over and she'll kind of look at it. And she's going to be a little bit wry here. And when Abby catches her looking as well, she's going to act like she wasn't looking and just kind of look over toward Portia with like this dire look on her face and just slowly shake her head like she's not going to make it.
Jesus Christ.
That is so mean.
Just a little fun.
Yeah. I'm slipping into like full hypochondriac mode because
It's
it
like,
was
it's like hyperventilating. She's got a burlap sack out and breathing into it.
After a moment, I'll chuckle and I'm like, it's all right. You know, we
a
can take that
burlap
off.
sack. It's like this big.
It's all right. If that mole was bothering you that bad, I'm sure we can take it off with a little acid.
Boy, you've soured
God.
the mood. That is an emotional roller coaster for you, Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were anxious and now you're sour.
He just said symptoms. Like, it was just super vague. So I was just like, I mean, like I woke up with a stiff neck. Like, is that a thing? If like, am I turning the stone? If I
mean, he
kink in
did.
my elbow. Do I come back to the temple? Like my elbow does a thing. It goes click click. And you're like, well, stop doing that then.
Up next.
I mean, he did give you a book. Who knows what's in the book?
Yeah.
Maybe something useful in the book. Who knows?
I will read it diligently. This is the low tech version of WebMD where I'm just going through. It's like shit. I guess I got cancer now. Fuck.
Well, thank you all for coming with me. I think I'm going to head back to the inn and get me some rest. It's been quite the morning. I hope you all do enjoy the city, though.
So are you fearlessly flipping through the pages already? Just standing in
No.
Okay.
I'll read it when we get back to the.
I'll probably head back to the inn too, since I don't have anywhere to go right now in the city.
I'll just tell Abby once we get back to the end. I go up to her. Now you let me know if you start craving red meat or something.
What? I already do though. I like medium rare. That's not gonna.
He says that. I look back at the portion. I do the thing again with my head.
Like,
don't do that.
That uses the bless your heart and the one of many 4,000 definitions of it.
Yeah.
It's okay, child. Bless your heart.
You know, I'll head to my room.
all right. Oshi is not back yet, so you'd be alone to do whatever you please.
How
Well,
late in the day is it at this point?
It's only been like, probably an hour 30. At max
Alright.
2 hours. It's,
So it's still like early lunchish.
yeah. Probably the lunch is close to ending. Probably. Like, there's a bard in the end making music. Let's...
I would probably grab some
Decent
lunch.
music. Nothing.
Grab a late lunch. Listen to the bars, see if they're any good.
I will.
Decent music. Soft. Background music, basically. Fairly new bard, probably. It seems, but he's doing pretty well for himself.
I'll spend some time in my room and change my clothes, and make my way out of the inn after I'm done. I did tell Ophelia I would be back to visit her today.
Alright. So, while you're making your way back, let's go back to Oshi, and,
I'm doing flips and shit.
yeah, so roll me, as you are training, roll me a couple acrobatics check to see
No.
how well your training's going.
No, I'm not
Yes,
doing it.
roll me, like, just three acrobatics check to see how much it's going, how good it's going. This first one, second one. Whoa, that's 4. Alright.
No,
So, the more you practice, seems like the better at it you're going. And, like, you catch it, the routine you've put together, you catch it in, like, no time. You don't know if it's the instructor that's good, or if it's just some inner talent you've never really exploited, but you do some pretty sick tricks! Like, you're able to, like, do flips, at some point, some jumps, whatever fancy routine you'd want to try, whatever you try. So tell me, what would Oshi be attempting in his little training session?
Oh.
Did you not think about that?
No, flips and shit. I would try the tight walk.
Okay, like on the rope?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And I would try to do flips and shit. And
What's that called in English?
What?
No, I'm looking for a word.
and I would try to do front flips off of my tail.
Alright.
And I would try to breathe fire.
You try to breathe fire?
Yeah.
Alright, so Oshi is basically training to be a tightrope walker and entertainer. Takes you like 2 or 3 tries for you to gain stability on the rope, and then you start adding in some jumps, some pirouettes, some breathing fire techniques. The more you like work at it, the better the routine becomes, and by the end of it, you feel pretty like it's gonna be a pretty solid act. You're gonna earn those hundreds of golds you're gonna make tonight or tomorrow, whenever Ophelia decides that it's your time to shine. I'd say with 4 rolls, yeah, solid 2.5, 3 hours, kind of extensive work that you'll be working. So, probably at the end of your training session would be, I'd assume around the time Victoria makes her way to the cabaret. So, Ophelia would be like clapping at your performance, happy. Oh my, Yoshi, didn't I tell you? You have some hidden talents. You'll be grandiose.
Lilith is just going to slip in and just kind of have a seat in the back and just watch everything that's going on, not make the grand entrance or a fuss. That's for Victoria to do.
You'd probably see the really nice spectacle Oshi is putting on display. Ophelia
Probably
seems
amazed
happy.
that he. Probably amazed he's not face planning more, considering the norm.
He does not seem to have any problem by the end of it on standing on that rope. As if he was born to do it.
I'm just gonna chill here and watch and not don't have any real plans other than I said I was gonna be back by here, so I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just gonna chill.
Alright, so after a little while you'll see Ophelia clap and say, Alright, let's wrap it up. I think it has been quite enough for today. I'd say you've earned a little rest, Oshi. What do you say? Wouldn't want to keep you from my cousin too long.
I write on the chalkboard, okay, I guess.
I'll speak up when she says that. I'll go, oh no. Remember, he's yours for 24 hours.
Oh, I did not see you there. Quite an entrance in the performance, I assume.
Oh yes, you were quite entranced.
Oh, stop it. You're teasing me, aren't you?
I would never.
Of course. So what did you think? Isn't he absolutely marvelous?
He is definitely improved under your tutelage.
I knew he had some secret potential hidden underneath. I just knew it. Why, when we were younger, he was always trying to do these little flips. Don't you remember? Silly
Yes,
little thing.
he still does.
What I've
Usually off the top of the carriage, he lands maybe 1 out of 10.
Well,
Totally dogging Oshi right now, but not lying.
well, I'd say perhaps he's improved his odds now, so a good 6, 7 out of 10 now. I'd say, if he works at it, that is.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm just stopping by. I'm actually going to go back to the inn and rest for the rest of the day, I think.
Leaving so soon?
I've had a busy morning, and the heat out there is just atrocious.
Oh, what? Before you go, I did forget, silly me, yesterday to hand you the directions to, complete directions. I did give you the key, but failed to give you the map.
I'll take those. Yeah, I'll take those with me. But I will stop in again to see you before we leave town.
Just give me a couple moments. I'll go get those for you. You'll see her get up and just saunter off to her little room up the stairs. Take a few moments. A little longer than you'd expect, probably. Oshi, are you just staying on the rope, or would you come down to greet Lilith?
No, I would throw her a middle finger and keep doing flips.
To who?
To Lilith.
Okay, so
The dinosaur, I'm not speaking to her. That's Lilith.
She'll just chuckle and shake her head.
roll me another acrobatics as you keep on working your little jump.
I'm gonna do this with this fucking player.
As you've
I
been
will
working
face
at it,
plants.
I was gonna say do it at advantage because you have been working at it for a couple hours, but
No, I'll take the fall.
So you go to make your you taunt Lilith, and after you go to make your jump, you just slip and just end up falling like a meter off to the ground. Bonk. Only a meter. Like, you weren't very high up to prevent you hurting yourself. But like you still fall on your face. Face plant. Probably take like 2 bludgeoning damage from that small fall as you fall right on your face.
When Lilith stops laughing, she'll go, "Remember, Oshi, manners maketh the person."
Ain't that special? You remember something?
You'll hear her coming up from the stairs. Well, at least the person does not make the manners. A male voice descends from upstairs.
Hello, cousin. It's good to see you.
My apologies. It has taken a little while before I was able to come down. I believe it was my turn to greet you, but
Understandable. I'll give him a hug and a kiss on either side of his cheek, and
he's quite a bit taller than you. But he'll go down a little bit, let you.
no, he
greet
doesn't
you.
need to. I'll just grow a couple of inches.
I've seen you've gained a little hand over your abilities. That is good to see. He's gonna smile. dark hair kind of like falling into his eyes. Ah.
I like brush the hair out of his eye. You really, really should do something about that hair.
It is my best attraction. Why would I get rid of it? The ladies love that from me.
I'll
And
sort
the
of take a
men.
step back and look and tilt my head and say, no, I'm thinking pigtails.
He'll laugh. I'll think about it. How? Well, he'll hand you over a piece of folded parchment. I believe that is suitable directions.
Thank you very much, cousin.
It is my pleasure.
But, like I was telling your sister, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go back to the inn and rest up some. It's been an eventful morning.
Mm. So I've heard. Well, I shall not keep you any longer. You should get some rest. And, kinda looks at Oshi. Oshi, did you recuperate from your fall, or are you still sprawled on the ground?
Of course I did. Of course I did.
Perhaps
Hey,
after a little break, we'll keep at it, Oshi. What do you think?
I'm gonna jump back up on the court.
All right, I'll give him a hug and wave bye to Oshi and make my way back to the inn.
You would notice someone escorting you back to the inn, as Victoria had requested the day before.
Yep.
But yeah, Oshi, as you hump back on the rope, Jones would kind of put a hand on his hip and just look at you. Well, if you want to keep going, I suggest you drink a little water first. Because the next spot will be quite extensive. So he'll hand you a bottle of water, and then I assume you'll keep at it for the rest of the day. So we'll head back to the people at the inn. What are y'all gonna do for the day? The whole city, you would have noticed on the way back in the inn nearby, there is a job post nearby. If you want to take a look at it, otherwise, there's plenty to see in the town. Yeah. Still like.
I would like to head out to going to explore the city. I want to go see if I can find Umberstorm Manor or Villa, or I want to see where
House
the family
Umberstorm?
lives.
You're looking
Yeah.
for House Umberstorm.
Yes, I want to. I'm not going to go knock on the door or anything. I just kind of want to find it in the city and just kind of see, give it the once over. And kind of like, oh. Okay.
Are you gonna ask anybody for directions or just roam the city?
I'll kind of roam the city a little bit. If it feels like I'm not getting anywhere, eventually I'll ask, like, are the certain, like, the noble families in a certain district, or, like, kind of without being very overt about who I'm looking for, because I don't want to necessarily perk up on anybody's radar as asking questions. I know,
Let's see. So
like, Victoria's been pretty explicit about not wanting to get cornered by her mama, so I don't want to draw too much attention to.
Okay, so
where
for
it
the
might accidentally
first
lead
part,
back to.
as you're gonna try to see if you roll me a, I guess, survival, because you're trying to like roam around the city and try to find your way to something.
Just sort of feel it out. Oof.
No
yeah, it takes you get at it for like an hour, almost 2 hours, and you're like, okay, I can't figure anything out. So, you were pretty confident that you could find it at first, but now you're like, I'm lost.
How hard could it be? It's gotta be a big fancy house somewhere.
And then you're like, there's a lot of big fancy buildings here. Shit. So, are you gonna try to flag someone or a guard down and ask them?
Yeah, eventually I'll kind of cave in a little bit and just be like, yeah, I was looking. I'm trying to think. Is there any other noble families that we've caught the name of? And I'd be like, I was just looking for, and like rattle off 2 or 3 of them, and not explicitly like, I am looking for the Umberstorm house. Could you please direct me to them promptly?
I
don't think so,
think
right?
so, because you haven't spoken to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, I'll have to just kind of like, yeah, no, it's just kind of, yeah, I'll cave in and ask somebody, like a guard or maybe a merchant if I'm in the nicer part of town. Like, yeah, I wanted to.
You're still in the nice part of town, so you'd see quite a few merchants and guards roaming about. The guards roaming about, the merchants hollering at people. Be like, fresh bread.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll stop by the bread merchant and be like, hey, you got the bagels or like fresh muffins or something? Buy a muffin and then ask like, yeah, it's just kind of Umberstorm house. Is it like that way or over there?
Umberstorm house, lady, you're in the wrong side of town.
Oh yeah.
The nobles' quarters is next to where the castle would be.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now that good point. Is that way or?
You go. Cardinal directions. Straight east, and you east. That's like on the right. If I look at a map, right? I'm bad with cardinal directions.
Yes, east would be right on the map if the map is.
I'm traditionally, as a person, very, very good with directions, so I'm having a hard time being bad at directions right now. It's like, so
I am naturally bad at directions, you see, so I'm trying to be good.
Okay, bridge, and then
you just take the bridge and keep going forward past the cathedral. Just keep going forward, but do not go to the eastern wall. But right before that, you'll get to the nobles' quarters. You can't miss it. Lots of big, fancy manors and houses. You can't miss it.
You say that, but I feel like I already managed to miss it once. But thank you. Good deal.
I'm pretty sure I've seen you pass twice already, so I'm pretty sure you've already stayed in this area. So just go over the bridge and keep going forward. There's a main road.
Gotcha.
Just keep going forward the main road. Stay on it. You won't get lost, I promise you. Pretty tasty muffin, by the way.
Cool.
Fresh this morning. Still hot.
Yeah, good stuff. You could take a second one, just in case I get lost again.
He sells them like a silver each, so it's a pretty nice bargain.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try to take note of the place. Maybe I'll swing back by and bring muffins back for everybody else. Hey, look, guys, muffins.
Hopefully you can remember the direction to his stand.
I'll just head west, back over the bridge. It'll be fine.
East. East, no? Yeah, you head east.
Back. I head east now, so...
Oh, okay. Fuck. Okay. I'm bad at directions, I'm sorry. Alright, so you head towards the bridge. Is that right? I get it right? I wasn't lying when I said I'm bad at directions.
Oh,
Lord.
Sorry, I don't know why that struck a chord. It's just makes this. Oh, I found that really funny.
Mm,
Yeah. So over the bridge into the noble district.
yeah,
Is there,
takes you a
they
little
have like
bit, but you manage.
crests on the gate or like banners over the wall or something that I can, without having to go like door to door knocking. Hello, is this the Umberstorm household? Okay, thanks, bye.
As you get into the nobles district kind of thing, you do see big houses with crests on the main gate that would lead into each noble's estate. So, David, can you describe to me your family crest?
Yes, and it would be very small, like near the door handles on my carriage. So anybody that's taken a look at my carriage would have seen that crest.
Ah!
It,
I was gonna say it is on the carriage, right? I
Yeah.
thought I remembered that detail.
It is a dove clutching a lightning bolt on a field of gray.
Alright, so remembering that detail, you look for the dove clutching a lightning bolt in a field of gray.
Tough to spot when all these gates are made out of iron and pewter. God damn it. They're all gray.
Roll me,
Yeah.
ooh, I guess, and since you know what you're looking for, and then would it be an investigation? Question mark?
For perception.
Or
perception.
Yeah, more perception than investigation. Yeah. See if you can perceive the crest as you walk the road.
Can do it.
You can do it.
Urgh.
Nat
20.
20 this shit. Okay, so kind of like
Naturally.
walking about
Most useless thing of the day.
kind of like your feet take you and you just happen to end up right in front of the main gate. Very grand manor-like establishment. Not unlike everything around them, but seems to have been a great care of the exterior embellishments, like there's archways and the details in the masonry. There's gardens that you can peek through the gates.
Gargoyles. Don't forget the gargoyles.
Gargoyles. They seem fond of gargoyles. Kind of like reminiscent. You see the gargoyle and you're like, hey, I've encountered one of you before. Like, are you gonna move on me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems pretty fond of gargoyles. Would be one stark difference with the other noble houses you've passed in front of. But
I'm
yeah,
just kind of absentmindedly eating my
muffin.
second muffin. My backup muffin. I'm just kind of... Woo! Nice.
There's a
Is it
guard at the gate.
Bigger or
kinda looking
smaller
at
than
you.
the neighbors? Or is it all kind of rough, like... everything?
It feels slightly larger.
Okay.
It seems slightly larger.
Okay. And then, sorry, you started to say there's a guard at the gate?
Yeah, just kind of looking at you, looking at the house. Doesn't say anything, just like watching you, basically. Making sure you don't do anything shifty.
Kind of give him away. I want a piece of this muffin. It's fantastic. I got it over the river. Just can break you off.
Roll me a persuasion check. See if he'll accept your offer.
Probably would be hungry. My mom's a bitch and probably doesn't give me lunch.
Yeah, but probably for that reason, he'd be a bit like, if I accept that,
18.
Well, I haven't had much for breakfast, so I'll accept your offer.
Yeah, something to tide you over. No big deal. Just hand him over a decent chunk of the muffin. It's real tasty. I got them, like I said, over the river that way a little bit. Or was it that other side of the river? You know better than I do. But nice place. That's fancy.
If a little. Kind of looks around dark, perhaps. A little bit.
Yeah.
With the gargles.
Is it? Yeah. Is it like
staring you
a
down?
lot of like, like dark marble and granite and darker materials, or is it like did they deliberately lean into like a goth aesthetic with their architecture and all that nonsense?
It'll probably be a mix of both, considering the dark and light aspect some of my family members have.
It's like a mishmash.
So additions over the years by whoever was head of household, depending on which side they were leaning, probably makes it quite eclectic.
It's an eclectic
kind of,
mismatch of dark and light.
What's the name of that house? The one that the lady kept she just kept building and building and building.
The Winchester House?
That's the one. That's the one. I couldn't think of the name of it.
Well, I don't think there's any stairs that go nowhere, but yeah.
But that kind of like additions that don't necessarily fit those part of the house next to it, kind of a thing.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. Man, interesting. Yeah, little of it. Well, dark and it's a little hodgepodgey. Then I guess they couldn't really make up their mind.
Well, I suppose you could say that. Families had a history of being quite,
indecisive.
One could say that, yeah.
Hmm.
Seems a little bit careful about his words.
Yeah, like that's what caught my eye. I mean, most of the other houses, they're nice. It's a very nice house, just like, but it just, the architecture kind of.
It is quite
makes
unique.
a statement. Yeah.
Yes.
Your name was. I'm sorry. It's nice to try to politely shake his hand without like crossing into.
Oh, he's on the outside of the gate guarding it.
Oh, he is on the outside? Okay, I didn't want to reach through the fence.
That's how you handed in the muffin. We're able. Because otherwise we're like, hey! Name's Enders.
Sorry, what was that?
Enders.
Enders?
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you. Is that a local...
As local as you can get, yeah. Not the very... I'm no nobles, but... He scratches his jaw.
Oh yeah, it's summer though. Gee, it's super hot. I mean, is that armor like? Are you sweating in that? Is he wearing like leather or something, or like padded leather or something?
Nope, he's wearing plate.
Plate? Like, oh, geez, man, you must be cooking in that thing. How are you not passing out right now? Jeez, I'm just fully.
It's not.
I mean, we don't have to keep role playing, and I just fully try to just butter him up and just make small talk with him for a while.
You're able to like small talk with him a little while. Just a little while before he's like, all right, I got a job to do. Was nice meeting you. Thank you for the muffin. Should you pass by? Be happy to have another chit chat, but gotta go back to watch duty before I get yelled at by the owner.
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't want to get you in trouble. You have a great day. Stay hydrated. Make sure you get some water in there. And then I'll bounce out.
Yeah. So you've seen House Umberstorm, the eclectic mismatch of masonry and architecture.
I so hope we wind up coming back here as a group, and I'm just like, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, good to see you again. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, like, what? You were with her all the time. What? Alright. So, real quick, back at the end, what is y'all doing? Portia, Rastop, do you have anything in mind you both want to do for the day?
Nothing she wants to do in the city. Mostly she'd just be finishing up lunch, keeping entertained as long as the bard's playing.
You would notice at some point that Abby's been gone for quite a while.
I'm not gonna
I
try and
got-
find her in this big ass city. So.
Good and proper lost in this town. It took a hot minute.
Took a little while before she was like, okay, I'm gonna get some directions. What about you, Rastop? Anything you want to do?
She's probably just gonna finish tidying up the last of her hides and furs for the rest of the day.
Are you gonna do that in your own room, or would you try to go to a leather worker of some sort?
Probably in her own room.
Okay, so basically, Portia, you'd be alone for a good portion of the day. Roll me a
Be fine with that.
roll me a perception check.
Sure.
You would notice from the corner. Well, no, I don't think. Yeah, no, you wouldn't notice anything much. You're just sitting there, enjoying food, enjoying the music,
Okay.
waiting for the others to come back and whatnot. You have not yet caught sight of Quarry, and it is getting in the afternoon.
I guess I would go in. If he hasn't come down, go check his room, knock on his door at least, and see if he's awake.
You don't get any answers.
I guess he slept in or went out. I'm sure we'll see him at dinner. And I'll head back downstairs.
Alright. So the rest of the day will pass. The about dinner time would be, I think, around the time where Oshi would be scheduled to perform in the cabaret.
But my friends ain't here.
Oh yeah, I'm just telling you so you have a little time during the day to see if you can send like a message to tell them that you'll be performing tonight. So.
Oh yeah, if you let us know about it, I am absolutely going to be there. We just gotta know that it's happening.
So like during your training with Jones this time, not Ophelia, he would let you know that you would be it would be for the night that you'd make your little skit. So if you want to take some time.
Am I safe here?
Where? In the cabaret?
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I send the bodyguard that's with me to go tell them?
You can ask Jones to send a bodyguard to go tell them. To send
No,
somebody to
I
go tell them.
paid for a bodyguard.
When?
The things with Victoria. I gave extra gold to the guards to protect me and Victoria.
Yeah, at the end of last session, they.
Yeah.
Mm.
You also forgot to mention. I'm not trying to be rude. You also forgot that at the beginning of last session, they had buried the alchemy jug that Corey had to try to get rid of this curse.
That's true. My bad. I did.
Yeah, but it was just-
It had been like 2 weeks earlier,
Yeah.
so I did forget a couple things.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything about it, and I was gonna remind.
But I
later.
do remember that you tried to like talk to the royal guards about getting an escort, and they told you that Ophelia had already taken care of it, so you did not need to hire bodyguards. You already have them.
Yes,
that's why
that
I'm
doesn't
like,
change that I gave 50 gold to the guard and walked off.
okay.
What they did with it's their choice, but that means I have a bodyguard.
Yeah, okay. So you tell your bodyguard to go tell them, I
Yeah,
guess?
well, I asked Jones if I'm safe first.
Darling, you're the safest place you can be in the keep.
And Victoria's voice would be like, Mother is in town.
My statement still remains. She cannot set foot here, nor have a little pets come in.
I don't know why I used a hippity-hoppity fucking English voice, David. Sorry. Instead of that southern twang. So yeah, I'll just write on the chalkboard, take this to N, and write on the chalkboard, oh, she's doing flips and shit. Come watch.
You'll see Jones smirk. I can arrange for that to be sent, yes. Right then. Let's go and get you dressed up now, shall we? Ooh.
I want to do a front flip off of it, so I'm assuming I'll take the front flip off, right?
Also, you rolled twice, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll manage to hit the front flip off of the rope, but
Then I'm going to try to spring back onto my tail and bust my ass.
you're gonna slip and bust your ass when you try
Yeah,
to
there you
do
go.
something with your tail. Oh,
One.
you're gonna take. Nah, you're not gonna take damage from that one. Yeah, you're gonna be a little dizzy after it though, cause you do like, whew, kind of whiplash a little bit. Yeah, Jones will help you up. Send the guard with a letter for your friends, and then take you to get prepared for your little show. Alright, so back at the inn, nearing midday, so I'd assume Abby would have managed to make her way back to the inn at some point during that. You all will see a guard wearing the saffron and midnight purple sash that well, no, but a saffron and purple sash, so different than the town guard, would approach your table and you a letter from Oshi, whoever's at the table. So I'd assume it'd be Portia and...
Yeah, I'll take a look at the letter.
Oh, no. My chalkboard would go only to whatever being Victoria David is. Because it's my chalkboard he took.
Okay. Sorry. So where would Victoria be in the inn? Around midday.
Victoria would not be in the inn.
Who would be in the inn?
Lilith is in the inn. And I messaged you where she was.
Oh yeah, I know where she is, but like, so let's see. You'll see the guard enter, and then he'll look about for a little while, and then make his way towards you, Lilith.
He will just get evil look. Like, don't you fucking dare.
He'll stop and like just hold up the Oshi's chalkboard.
Well, since I'm kind of sitting behind them, I'm just going to take my head and just nod over toward the table with my companions.
Alright, he'll nod and make his way towards the companion stable. So, Portia, you would see that man in half plate, I'd say, with the purple and saffron sash walk towards you.
Okay.
Greetings. I have
Hi.
word from Oshigao.
Oh. And what tidings does Oshi bring?
What's written on the chalkboard again, Oshi?
Oh, she's doing flips and shit. Come watch.
You'll hear the guard read it off the
Does it say where?
cabaret.
Oh, alright. Sure. Why not? I got nothing else to do right now, tonight.
Great.
So I will.
Be there at 5.
At 5?
Yes, this performance is scheduled to start a little after that.
Alright.
There will be
I
places
shall be there.
waiting for... How many of you will there be?
I don't know how many we're gonna go, but if we all go, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 altogether. I think with all of us. Yeah, 5. Sorry, it's 5. Counting Oshi, like 5 guests.
Very well, I shall take the spec to Master Jones. And then I'll go.
And I'll nod and see him off. And is anybody else around at the inn besides me currently?
The time had passed for us, Popper came out and joined you at the table.
Okay.
Did Abby make it back?
Yes.
Yes.
I did eventually make it back.
Was your character there for the messenger?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what, yeah. Julia said
Okay.
timing wise, I would have made it back by then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess Q is the only person we got to inform. But I haven't seen him all day. Have you, anyone of you seen him all day?
No, I mean, didn't see him at breakfast, and
Knocked on his door, no answer. So I don't know if he stepped out when we weren't here.
well, maybe he got. It doesn't usually get an early start on his day, so I don't think he would have gotten out before we did.
Yeah, but we were gone for a while, so
Yeah, that's true.
could have slipped out when we were all at the temple, or
Check in with the like tavern keeper, bartender, serving staff. Like, hey, have you seen a wizardy looking dude, bluish, yayish tall?
Oh, I haven't seen him since yesterday.
Huh.
Oh, personally, he could have come through without me looking. Who knows? Some of them are the sneaky type.
Yeah, I don't really think it would have been that.
he's not very. That doesn't describe him very well.
Kind of shrugs.
Alright, well, thanks. No.
I mean, I don't have a key to his room. I'm not gonna go busting down doors. Well,
You could try the doorknob and see if it's locked.
I guess we can try that. I mean, most people lock their doors, so she just goes on by that, so she hasn't tried the doorknob.
Mm.
Well, I guess we'll see if he's awake or still in his room, just ignoring everybody.
You knock again on the door and see if he's there, I guess.
Yeah,
You get no answer.
try the door handle.
It's unlocked.
I don't know about you, but I usually don't leave my door unlocked. Guess I'll open it slowly and carefully.
Make me a perception check as you open the door.
Alright. shit rolls continue today.
Wait, who else is there with you? Abby?
I think Abby went up with me.
Yeah.
Okay, you
I'm
can
gonna-
roll. You can roll one too as Portia opens the door.
Net 20.
You notice that the rug in front of the door is very, very damp. And as Portia opens the door, you just see a lot of water trickle through.
Hey.
God damn it, Corey, we don't want to pay for water damage. What stupid spell did you try to cast to come into the room?
The hell?
You'll find a pile of melting ice and Quarry's book open
Oh.
with a vial of blood dripping on the book. Which, if any of you paid any attention during the fight, Quarry did take some of the White Mother's blood to try on this book.
Mhm.
Which she was like, Snow Wolf, because he tries
Stupid
any liquids.
experiment did he try now?
No. There's a vial of blood, drip, drip, drip on the book, and a big block of ice that's melting, and that's it. That's all we see.
You would notice that it maybe was shaped humanoid-like, but it's melted a lot since the start of the day. It's like a mostly melted ice figure.
That looks like he done fucked up.
Yeah, there's a lot of water all around. A lot of water.
Jesus. I'm not cleaning it up.
Yeah. Oh, there's ice, and then the bloody book, and then there's still this pack with his coin pouch laying on the desk. But yeah, no signs of Quarry. Just this book and a pile of ice.
I just gotta turn to Abby.
But the pile of ice is sort of vaguely Quarry knee and calf shaped, presumably.
I look at it.
It's about what you'd assume is size. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
him? Do you think that's him? Do you think he fucked up?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, I guess. I mean, that's pretty big. Like, that's a severe level of fuck up, though. Like,
Yeah, well, yeah. He did have this obsession with pouring things on his book. I guess he poured the wrong thing on it.
yeah. I mean, it happens, though, with magic, right? I mean,
I
We
don't
will-
know. Magic's a little out of my wheelhouse.
yeah, the fuck around, find out is kind of an axiom of magic, unfortunately. It bites all of us in the ass once or twice along the way. Well, shoot. I guess ask for some more towels?
A lot. You're gonna need a lot of tower because that's a lot of fucking water.
no.
You're surprised it hasn't filtered through the floor yet.
Yeah,
Let's have to do it. This is not my work.
Ah!
Oh, my Lord.
well, I mean, we got to at least let him know.
Well,
right?
we
I
can
mean,
let
it's
them
gonna-
know. We can let them know that our compatriot is no longer a block of flesh.
A block of flesh.
Yeah.
That's about all we can really do.
Yeah.
Unless you got some other idea. Unless you know how to turn somebody from ice to whatever they were before.
With what's left, you're not sure this is gonna happen.
So, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, you go downstairs and let them know that there's been a spill. If they can get a mop, like, be vague. I would recommend being vague. I feel like this is gonna make some people nervous, and like shoo.
Sure. I'll try to be as vague as I can.
And I'm gonna slip down the hall to my room while Portia's doing that and get my water skin, and I'm going to chip some of the ice off of his knee and put it in my water skin to make it cold, and just give it a shake.
You. Okay. You do that.
I'm just gonna just ching ching ching,
Clink,
fill
clink,
it up
clink.
and just give it.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm like,
You gotta give it a taste test or something?
yeah, I'm kind of like I did it, and I had that pause of like, this might be a really bad idea.
That be considered effective use of resources or casual cannibalism.
Yeah,
I think
kind
that'd
of go
be
back
like
and forth on
casual
it for a minute.
cannibalism.
Yeah, I go back and forth on it for a minute, and I'm like, well, what if it's contagious? I gotta worry about symptoms. And I take a swig.
Roll me a con save. As you're drinking cursed water, basically.
Explosive diarrhea.
Nat 20, 25.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have carried over any ailment from drinking the water. It's just
It would have
water.
been really funny if I accidentally turned
Cursed
myself to
yourself?
ice, too.
That'd be so wrong.
That would have
That would have been
so
hilarious.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh, God.
that would have been so appropriate too.
I guess.
In the end, Corey kills me.
All that effort, and he still kills you.
Yep. It's like, God damn. But, okay. So yeah, I just take a swig. Seems fine. And oh, it's such a tragedy. It's such a shame.
Just go to the front desk, let them know probably there's been a really large spill in one of our friends or our compatriots' rooms, and they might need a lot of mops.
Oh dear. Kind of rubs her temple. I'll take care of it, don't worry. And you'll see her motions for someone, and then go talk to them a little apart. Like,
Yeah,
pulls them apart and like talks to them. and then
before
you'll see them
before
rush
they
upstairs.
before they head up there to do that, we're definitely gonna like grab the coin pouch,
Yeah, we get
close
all this
up the
stuff.
book. You know,
Okay,
try to
you
be
get 23
very-
gold points. Gold pieces.
very careful with the book and the vial. Make sure we don't spill any more blood on it, and just kind of like
Alright,
get it
there's
away.
nothing. It was like only like a drop left. Technically,
Okay.
looks like he dumped the whole vial,
naturally.
and
That
like
doesn't surprise me.
some reaction happened, and then who knows? Maybe the book didn't like it and like fired against it. Who knows?
Sure.
Blank page,
but-
waterlogged book.
But yeah, so we tidy that up and because we don't want that just laying around and
Mm-hmm.
they were like, yeah, no, that's terrible. It's so disrespectful leaving a mess like that.
God, yeah.
You'll see 2 or 3 servants making their way and starting to clean the mess. Prestidigitating some of it, but wiping.
We are so sorry about our compatriot. When we find him again, we will definitely give him a rather stern scolding.
Mm-hmm.
Hear the maintenance staff kind of mumbling, like they're not happy about cleaning a big mess like that.
I'll slip him a couple extra gold for their, unfortunate circumstance that they are stuck with.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Such a cold-hearted gentleman leaving this mess like this.
Right? Agree. Alright, so you found what's left of quarry. You have about an hour before Oshi's performance. So, how will you pass the hour?
Good enough to have a drink at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Drink it out. Technically, Abby's already had a drink.
Mm-hmm.
A drink to Quarry's health. But yeah, easy enough to do. You drink a little bit. As night rolls, you haven't caught sight of Victoria at the moment, so maybe she's already over there helping Oshi. Who knows?
Maybe not much I can do to let her know if she's not here. So.
Alright, so the hour will approach. So will you start making your way over, I guess?
Yeah.
Alright.
Get there at the start of the show.
Alright. So. Just 1 second. Right. Making your way towards the cabaret. Lot less people on the streets around this hour as evening is approaching. A lot of merchants are starting to pack up their wares and starting to close down shop. But yeah, easy enough for you to make your way over. There is quite a line at the entrance. Seems like a fairly popular establishment. You see ladies, men, from all sorts of slices of life. So, gonna stand in line or go see, maybe try to skip the line?
I don't know. Were we given any notes about, like, just skipping the line, or see somebody in particular when we got there?
All we got was the chalkboard. That was just... So, just wait in line, I guess. Well, you did give a head count to the messenger, right? So maybe they did put us on the list?
Is there a separate line to go up to for, like, VIPs?
You do notice that there's a second guard, by the entrance. Like, there's... There's no really clipboards, but, like, there's one guard ushering the others, and the other one is kind of, like, looking around, waiting.
We'll talk to that guard.
Good evening. How may I help you?
Should be, like, a 5 reserves for Oshi.
Oshi's friend group.
Yeah.
I only count 4 of you.
The other one should probably be along sometime. We haven't seen her in a while. I think she's busy in the city.
There would only be 3 of them.
It's only 3 right now. Because Melty Boy isn't here either.
I don't know why I said 4. I
the other one wasn't feeling very well, so he decided to stay back.
Very well. He's gonna...
He had a nose run.
Jesus.
Get a runny nose, yeah.
He'll let you all enter. A pretty half-elf lady will then escort you to your seats. Basically on their front row, a front row table. You'll be seated and then offered drinks, food, whichever suits your tastes.
Lily will make her way in a couple minutes after them,
Oh,
but she'll go sit in Ophelia's table, not with her group mates.
Okay, so you'll be sitting with Jones tonight.
Yeah,
Kinda
Jones.
smile at you. Oh, welcome, dear cousin. You're here just in time.
Well, I suppose everything Oshi does for me, I can be here for this.
That's the spirit. Would you
She'll
like
kind of
anything?
smile. No, I'm good, thank you.
Very well. Kind of take his attention to the stage for a moment before getting up and then walking on the stage to start off the show. So, for the rest of you, you'll see this tall gentleman with dark hair, haphazardly going in his eyes, like in a messy kind of fashion, wearing pretty tight clothing that leaves very little to the imagination. Welcome everyone to the cabaret. I trust most of you know how it goes, yeah? We have a very special selection here for you tonight, and I'll trust that you will enjoy yourselves. Let the festivities commence. You'll hear applause and people cheering as he bows and the shows commences. You'll see a couple acrobatics turns. There's like a couple doing acrobatics with swinging in the air for a start, hearing cheering reactions from the crowd, before you see people set a line about 5 or 6 meters above ground, and you'll see your friend Oshi appear wearing a little bow tie.
Wait a fucking minute. Wait. We didn't agree on a goddamn bow tie.
I agree with the bow tie because you agree.
That's your objection? Not the 18
That's-
feet in the air,
You're-
fall to your death?
6 feet.
You're theirs for
You said
24
meters.
hours.
You said 6 meters.
You agreed to be theirs for 24 hours, so you.
Okay,
The
so
only thing you
I
get is
better-
a little bow tie. It's just a
I
bow
better-
tie.
I better get paid really well, but Kim has a very good fucking point. You said 6 meters. I don't want to be 18 feet above the air.
It's not 6 meters. Isn't 18 feet?
The
Yeah, it
fuck
is.
it ain't.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, what would be an appropriate height? Like 3, 4?
2. Let's do 2 meters.
Two and a
I'll go
half?
12 feet. No. You've already punished me for falling once. No,
Wait, 2
absolutely
meters
fucking
is like
not.
6 feet,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
7 feet.
2.5 meters.
Fine.
Haha. All right, so you'll see.
Basketball court height, right?
Yeah.
That's like a net height.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right.
8.2 feet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, Oshi, you'll roll me your acrobatics at advantage because you've been preparing the whole day. And
What do I do advantage?
because you've been preparing the
No,
whole day.
how?
When you click on it, it should give you the option, like, instead of normal, you're gonna click the scroll down, drop down menu and click advantage.
I don't see that.
Where do you roll it from?
Beyond 20?
Alright, so when you click on it, a menu pops up, right?
Yeah, on the right-hand side.
So you don't see where it says, does it say normal?
Click where it says Beyond 20 on the right-hand side when you click the skill. There should be a little window that pops up that says select roll mode.
No,
Change that. No.
that's what comes up.
Okay, roll another one then. Just roll 2. Okay, so the first half of your set goes fairly well. You see Oshi dexterously do a couple flips and then spins around the wire using only his tail. And then for the next part of your set, which involves your little fire theatrics, roll me 2 more.
I want to sing one of Portia's songs while I'm doing the second part.
I don't think Portia has sung. Portia's
yeah,
not.
she's a magician.
Yes,
She's a
she
magician.
definitely has.
Okay.
It's what she did in the third.
With your mimicry, you'd be easily enough able to.
And I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy to make the lights in the room do some very dramatic flickering during his performance.
Okay.
I just rolled a nat 20. Fuck yeah. Fuck
All
yeah.
right.
Awesome. I didn't mean to roll that. Anyway,
Okay, I was like, why did you roll acrobat? Are you doing a flip to
Jump on the
encourage
stage
Owen?
with me.
She's jumping for joy acrobatically.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. So you'll see the next set Oshi adding, you'll basically hear Portia's song coming out of Oshi's mouth. Must be one of his hidden talents. Portia, you hear your own voice being sent back at you. And then you see Oshi playing around with flames with his control flames, doing a bunch of tricks while in the air. The crowd is just absolutely loving it.
When he starts using his flames, I will use Thaumaturgy to extinguish all the other lights in the theater.
The room dims and the focus is like all on Oshi as he plays around with this, like,
David trying to make me money, bro.
just go in on the theatrics. So, the whole performance, I'd say, would probably last, since it's extensive, 15 to like 30 minutes. That's a good performance timestamp, I'd say. Maybe. Do I dare push it to an hour?
Yeah, long acrobatic show and tiring too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's why he's
toast.
prepared the whole day for it. Okay, so a good 30 minutes. The crowd is just eating it up. And then, how are you gonna end your little acrobatics? What's the finale? How are you gonna... Cherry on
microphone.
top.
Can I be honest?
Yeah?
I want to look Lilith right in her eyes and do a backflip off the rope onto the ground. And when I land, never break eye contact with Lilith.
So when that happens, Lilith is going to Thaumaturgy again, and all of the lamps and candles in the room are just going to flare up and kind of like shoot up in like some kind of grand finale pyrotechnic.
The crowd just goes nuts. Jones is very pleased if you're to look at him. But yeah. So that would be the end of Oshi's set. You'd be ushered off the stage as you see people walking about the table, and they seem to be pitching in tips. And then the person that has walked will go upstairs, out. No, not upstairs. Backstage. To hand you the amount, Oshi. And yeah, Oshi will be
when Oshi
replaced by another group doing theatrics while there's a singer on stage.
As soon as Oshi goes backstage, Lilith is going to slip out and head back to the inn.
I think Sean showed me. I don't have the add-on, I think.
Oh, you don't have the Beyond 20?
No.
Oh, okay.
That might
Well,
be
see, here's the thing. When I go over my intelligence, my wisdom, that happens. That's from the little dice that you just sent me a picture of.
Yeah,
but I don't get a chance to change the other thing that y'all are trying to get me to do.
Oh, okay.
well,
so
yeah,
if you click on
Sorry.
the little app up top, the B, right? You're gonna see whisper rolls, types of roll, all that shebang, right?
Oh, yeah.
So at type of roll, just click the scroll down and do ask every time.
Oh.
Now they're gonna ask you, like, do you want a normal? Do you want
Like
an
that.
advantage?
Cool.
Exactly.
Thanks. Thank you both.
We
Thank you,
figured
Tim.
it out.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alright, so you will make... if I count the 100 gold that they spent, you will have made 280 gold in tips and performance cash gain tonight.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
They
Good
were
job.
enraptured by your performance, it seems, tonight. Yeah. Then lots of you, you see Oshi exits off stage. His performance finished. And another set of artists will replace him. So it's up to you whether you want to remain for the rest of the evening, or, you can go backstage if you'd like.
If I do a show, I'm watching the whole show, so.
Alright.
And it's a circ, so I want to watch it.
A little bit. Like, there's some acrobatics, there's singing performance, there's bards, there's like...
Yes. It's basically a traveling show that's not traveling.
It's a private entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lilith, would you go backstage to talk to Oshi, or just enjoy the show yourself?
No. When Oshi goes backstage, Lilith's going to slip back and go back to the inn.
Okay. You will get a farewell wave from Jones as he does notice you slipping away.
I'll blow my cousin a kiss.
Seems pleased. Yeah, he'll cater to his audience. Depart to the final part of the show himself, kind of in a burlesque fashion. As it ends, show lasts about 2 hours of like performances and the likes. Free drinks and food on the house. So should you lot decide to want to drink or enjoy some food,
Definitely would have a snack and imbibe for the show, especially if it's offered freely.
Yeah.
Alright, so you enjoy yourselves for that evening. And then final show, and then all the artists will go on stage and like bow farewell to the crowd as the curtain falls. And that was the night at the cabaret. And that was the cabaret.
Alright.
So you'll see people make their way out, seemingly very happy. Some of them quite inebriated. Ranges. Yeah. You're gonna make your way out, gonna try to stick around.
Afterwards, I'll go back and see if Oshi's there. And just, if he is, I'll congratulate him on the show.
Oshi, would you have remained after waving your farewell to the crowd? Oshi!
He's on his way to Denny's. Standard Coke theater kid, right?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm going to Waffle House. Leave me alone.
It's theater kid 101. Finish the show, bows,
Finish the show,
bounce
go to
out,
Waffle
bounce
House.
to Waffle House.
Ah!
Yeah.
But for real.
I'll probably end up cooking. What's up?
For reals though, after the show's done, do you remain a little longer to wait for your party to congratulate you, or you go straight?
No, 24 hours is 24 hours.
So you stay.
I have to.
All right. So you will find Oshi backstage getting rid of his bow tie. I assume.
No, I'm wearing it on my forehead. No, yes.
I mean, you could have used it as a fucking headband.
I'll congratulate him on the show and the great performance.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like that, the way you finished out, that like was super cool. My friend, like you, that will not make fun of you for the occasional carriage goof up after that. That is very cool stuff.
You'll hear from behind you. Well, of course, he's been great. He's been trained by one of my best performers. And you'll see Jones making his way towards you all. Oh, behold me. I am Jones Ophelia. Who might I have the pleasure to meet with dearest Oshi? Kind of looks at the both three of you. If Rastop is Rastop there? I'm gonna
I don't know if
assume.
Rastop came or not.
Did Rastop come with the people at the cabaret? Sean?
I want a glass of wine.
You say that?
Yes.
Alright, snap a finger and somebody will come. Jones snap his finger and somebody comes get you, brings you a glass of wine. I don't know if Rastop is there or not. We'll guess that's whenever Sean gives me the yes or no. But yeah, behind you all stands Jones, and he kind of looks you both over. Kind of like seeming to try to define what kind of character you have.
Well,
You
just kind of nod at him and, show Wild Heart.
Wildheart. I haven't heard that name in a while. How fares the old man?
Not too well, unfortunately.
I thought so after I've didn't hear for him in a while.
It was not good.
I'll trust your word for it. He looks towards Abby. And you are?
I'm just like.
He's gonna keep looking at you expectingly. Kind of smiling a little bit.
Oh, me? No, I'm just a acquaintance. So don't even. I'm very deliberately not introducing myself. Just like, oh no, I just just hanging out. It's fine. Whatever.
I'm sure my cousin would be very disappointed to know that's how you treat her favorite cousin.
I mean, it was a great show. It got a great place. This place is fantastic. Super. Just try to like steer the conversation away. Like, just super impressive. I mean, everybody back at point at some random other actor. Like, yeah, I mean, their stuff was fantastic. Who are they? What did they do again? Was it fire eating?
But I'm sure the star of the show was the Oshi here.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was fantastic. Super
Ophelia
cool.
was quite ecstatic to see him on stage.
It was a magnificent performance. Whoever's running your stage lights did an awesome job.
Yes, indeed. One could have said it was a magical display. Kinda laughs at his own joke a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is getting quite late and I expect Toshi to be quite tired after today's theatrics.
I'm sure it was a long set. Even the acrobats in our show never performed that long.
Well, my darlings do like a good session, one could say.
I'm gonna hand my full cup of wine to Abby.
Oh, thanks. You don't want it?
I just shake my head no.
Okay, thank you. Really appreciate that. And just sip at it a little
You're like, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, no, I'm just being you're gonna. Yeah, no, that's
it's very
really
good
kind
wine.
of you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, when you're ready to go, I'll send you all on your way with an escort. Never know what roams the night nowadays.
Sounds good.
Just...
Was she included or?
Oh, of course. I'm not gonna keep him all night. I'm not that kind of entertainer. Well, depends on the person, really, but I digress.
I'm about as red as the wine that I'm drinking.
Maybe not your forte, I take it.
What? No, fine. That's good. Great wine. Yeah, delicious. I'm like,
you're like downing the whole thing.
It's great. Oh, yeah.
If you're downing the whole thing, I'm gonna need you to do a con save just to let you know.
That's
if you
fine.
just chugged it.
Yeah, like I had been like sip. Just out of
and then he makes that remarks and it's like, oh yeah, you're proper drunk now. You're like
wine
woozy,
drunk.
and like that's fucking awful.
It's the worst kind of drunk.
That is you're gonna have you're gonna wake up with one hell of a headache the next day. But yeah, you're feeling great. Like you're clearly with friends. Like it's a party in your head right now.
You're right now Beverly Hills Housewife drunk.
Well, whenever you're ready to depart, just come see me and I'll make sure you get back to the inn safely. And then he's gonna make his way towards the other performers. Give you a little time. Ah! If you did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. So she's very woozy. Yeah, you now have a very drunk Abigail on your hands. So you're kind of
Which is a handful, as I'm just kind of like, oh, this is great stuff. Yeah. Woo.
she's happy drunk at least, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So after a little while, what will you guys do after Jones leave you to your own devices for now?
Are we gonna? I just kind of. Abby's a little blasted, so
Yeah.
I guess we can fill in everybody in the unfortunateness when they all get back later on.
I mean, you don't have the whole party there. You're Scribbly,
Right.
Victoria, maybe Rastok, because I don't know if she's with y'all or not.
We probably just hang out, chill, and have a few drinks, not a whole lot. And once it gets late, we start making our way back to the inn.
Right. So, once Jones notices you lot about to leave, he'll say, "Oh, leaving? Alright. Well, I do wish you the best of nights. And I hope to see you lot again. The doors are always open. Perhaps next time I'll catch your name," he says to Abigail.
What?
I said, perhaps next time I'll catch your name.
Only if I throw it. Hi. Go for like a high five, like oh.
He'll give it to you. No, he'll give you a high five.
Go for a
If
high
you,
five,
like-
you smack yourself.
Yeah.
Would you perhaps need a carriage to get back to the inn? Kinda motions to Abigail.
I'm fine. We're good. The inn's that.
Let's not be carry you. What?
I can lean on Oshi. Oshi can help me back.
I think
I
she's
trust him.
smaller than you. That's funny. Very well. Well, he'll let you all out where two guards will be waiting. The same guards with like the midnight purple and saffron sashes waiting for y'all on the outside, and start to escort you lot to the inn.
Alright.
Probably helping Abby off if she falls along the way. Alright, so a little later, you make your way to the inn. I'm assuming... Would Lilith have gone to bed already?
Yeah.
Alright, so no sights of Victoria as you get in the inn. It's getting quite late. You do remember that you'll have a try-on session for your dresses and other things tomorrow?
Yes.
But yeah. So it's pretty late in the evening at the moment.
So we get back, get cleaned up, and head to bed.
Alright. Who's helping Abby get to bed? Are you just leaving her in the living room?
I'm way too small to kind of help her to get to bed.
Ah!
So-
You'll get squished.
It's fine. I'm fine. I don't. It's God. And we. No, I didn't roll that bad of a con save. I'm drunk, but I'm not like dead
I mean,
drunk.
that is a 9.
I mean,
That is
no,
low.
I mean, it's your call. If I'm dead drunk, I'm.
You're not dead
Passing.
drunk, but you're like super. You're pretty drunk. Not dead
Yeah.
drunk, but like pretty drunk. Like everything's good. Everything's groovy. You're having fun.
You're like-
Mm,
You're like 4 Jaeger bombs and 2 Long Islands in.
oh, so then I'm still like walking in a straight line and doing the alphabet backwards at that point.
What?
Not if I'm making the Long Islands.
Yeah, no.
Challenge accepted. No.
Yeah, that
Oh!
over my bar.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sloppy drunk at this point, and just kind of like leaning into the wall, kind of slumping myself up the stairs on an angle, trying not to get to spin.
Is she like thumping against the walls as she's like making her way down the hallway and up the stairs and stuff, and like bouncing into the
Absolutely.
door? I don't think I would have had time to fall asleep yet. I'll just open my door to see what's going on, and Victoria's head just
Like hard shoulder into the wall. It's like
Ow.
well, Abby, it looks like you had a good time.
family's a bunch of weirdos.
Oh!
Not. Uh,
You just called your cousin a weirdo?
Yeah, yeah. Victoria's. She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna walk up and tap Abby on the forehead and lesser restoration. Her
Alright.
drunk away instantly.
You have a clear mind now, Abby. So, you're back to clear-headedness. Like, whoa.
hmm.
And she'll say, well, if you're going to be around a bunch of weirdos, you should probably have a keen mind too. And then she's going to turn around and shoot back into her room.
Ooh.
Not like I get like half of a sentence out before you slam the door. It's like I didn't mean like that. I meant like. Oh,
Like, aw, fuck.
I'm gonna have to deal with that in the morning. I didn't mean the thing. I don't care. Like I like the.
You're like, fuck. I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
So it's still pretty late, so I assume.
Everybody takes a point of exhaustion. Nobody gets
Not
good night's sleep.
that late, but
Oh,
like
okay.
it's getting pretty late. It's like if you don't get your ass to bed soon, you're gonna get a point of exhaustion late. But
Mm.
not yet.
Now that I'm clear-headed, I'm just immediately thumping the bed, just like I'm gonna really regret that in the morning. Fuck. And just pillow over my head.
Alright. So Oshi, are you gonna tuck it in for the night also? Maybe the wrong choice of words there, but Oshi,
What's up?
are you gonna tuck it in for? Are you gonna like head to bed for the night also? I fucking said it again.
Absolutely gonna tuck it in. What- yes, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, so everybody goes to bed.
Yes.
All right. Okay, it's 11:30. Do y'all want to keep going a little more tonight, or we feeling good? How we feeling?
I'm good. How about everybody else?
Feeling too tired?
Until at least midnight.
So-
Yeah, I got another 30 minutes in me, and then we can call it there.
Did Sean fall asleep, Russ?
No, Sean's in the bathroom, not feeling well.
Okay, so we'll say rest up, headed in to take care of her first, and then accompany you all to the cabaret. Then, all right. So we'll keep going for a little bit then. Night's gonna pass. Yep, you'll be waking up by the good smells. Of foods. But Abigail, as you wake up, I'm gonna need you to make me a con save.
Okay.
You start turning into Q.
No! Oh, I'd be so fit. Oh, I
Okay.
would lose my mind.
Alright, so you wake
22.
up, yeah, the smell comes in. It still smells not. It smells nice, but like, it kind of smells funky for you. You don't know why. It's not as appealing as it was the day before.
What's not?
The smell of the food is not as appealing as it was the day before.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You're certain it must be very nice, but it's like, did they forget to like spice it up a little bit? I don't know. It smells weird.
It seems a little bland.
Yep.
Oh, it's not. No.
Not quite to your taste.
Get Q COVID.
Jesus. Too early for that, man. Too early. Can't make these jokes on YouTube.
She's got the V variant.
Oh my
V
god.
variant.
The quarry variant. Anyways.
None of these are good things. All of this is bad.
I know. But yeah.
All of this is terrible.
Alright, so you wake up, you smell food, but it's like, cook must have fucked up or something. Who knows?
Mhm.
I'd say Victoria probably went to bed first round. You'd be probably awake bright and early, I'd assume. Right?
I'd be down having breakfast.
Alright. To you, everything smells amazing, by the way. The chefs just outdone themselves every time. It's like...
There will be a big pitcher of sweet tea on the table.
Alright.
Just sitting in the center of the table.
Okay. So, Abby, once you make your way downstairs after waking up to weird smells, I assume you make your way downstairs to go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll find Victoria with probably a plate of food and a gallon of like tea. What you'd assume to be tea, some kind of cold tea.
I'm just kind of scratching my head because the food looks good, but it's just not like it's just not getting my appetite going. It's like, oh, maybe I'm still well. I shouldn't be hungover. I'm just trying to figure like,
But you're not hungover.
No,
But
because
you
I
should
got.
be.
I should. That's so weird.
Victoria, you see Abby looking preoccupied with something.
Victoria is paying no attention to what Abby's doing at all.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean that. Yeah.
Sheesh. Victoria doing her own stuff.
Very sheepishly would try to sit at the table with you and just kind of look. That's a hardcore foot in the mouth on my part. Like I didn't mean it like that. I know how it sounded. I really don't think that about like I think that's like amazing. I like very mumbly because I'm still vaguely half asleep, but I'm trying to be apologetic. Like it was like the whole cabaret thing, and it made like a comment about like after dark entertainment, and I got kind of flustered and I chipped down. I didn't mean it like that. I very much appreciate your sisterhood, family. I just kind of, I'm sorry.
pause from eating and pour you a nice glass of iced tea from the center of the table. Oh, well, bless your heart. Are you still worried about last night? Don't you give it no mind.
Well, I mean, you seemed mad, and understandably so. Once you got the fog out of the way, I realized the way I had said it. I was just
It was just a long day. Don't you pay it no more mind.
Okay. I do feel bad about it. I wasn't trying to. Yeah. How's the sweet tea taste? Is it like sweet tea, where it's just like chew on that sugar?
It's nice southern sweet tea.
Wait, are you having a glass of sweet tea?
Yeah.
Okay.
She poured it for me. I'm not. I mean, taking it as an olive branch of like not holding a grudge for being a jerk, and be like, yeah, I appreciate.
Well,
okay.
As you take a swig of it, roll me another con save.
I knew it. I knew it. I was like, this is fucking Clory Ice, isn't it? It's gotta be.
That or something else.
Oh, maybe. At this point, there's like a half a dozen things it could be.
All the things.
9.
Yeah, the sweetness of it just turns your stomach, and you just...
Oh, good.
It's not... like, you just can't. It's just... hits it in the wrong spot. Almost foul, but like... ugh.
Feeling all right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the sweetness today. It just, I mean, I know you took care. I'm not hungover. Thanks for that, by the way.
Victoria springs to action like a coiled snake, and her hand going quickly to Abby's forehead to feel for like any fever or anything like that, and I am going to
roll me a medicine check if you're checking for that.
Hold on. And I am going to drop a cure wounds into her and see if I can sense anything as the energy sort of radiates through her. Basically, I'm giving her a magical X-ray, kind of. A divine medicine check. There you go.
How'd you... I don't even know how to go with that.
I'm basically seeing if there's anything that the cure wounds can heal, and if there's not, get an idea of what could be there. Especially after the conversation the day before.
Your cure wounds doesn't seem to be able to, like, cure. There's nothing wrong with her. But she does feel slightly colder. As you touch her forehead, she feels a little...
clammy?
A little cold. Not like clammy, but like as if your body heat had dropped a few degrees.
Oh, jeez.
Like, she looks fine, she just... apparently...
Victoria's gonna frown for a moment, keep her hand there, reach down and check your pulse. How's their heartbeat?
Mostly fine. I mean,
Mostly?
she is probably... she is probably nervous right now, so, it's beating, strong and steady.
I mean, you just used the word mostly, so now it's probably up a little bit.
I'll be right back, Abby.
Sure. I mean, it was.
I'm gonna head.
Could
I
you-
get away. I just walk away when I say that.
Where are you headed?
could just
Over
add
to
some
the
lemon to
innkeeper.
the tea. I think it just. Okay.
I head over to the innkeeper. and make a very strange request. I'll send that to you.
Okay.
And before I walk back to the table and sit down.
Alright, I'll wait for you
Bag
to...
of garlic is your sharpest steak.
Yeah. It brings out like porterhouse. You're like, no, the other steak, and I'm like, the what?
Sharp pointy one.
And like, wait a minute!
That's how. Yeah. I'm sorry. The other what? Excuse you.
The innkeeper's gonna look at you weirded out, but, a maid will come and, offer Abby what looks like a glass of thick wine.
On the table right in front of you.
Right in front of you.
There you go. Try that. I promise you, it'll definitely cure what ails you. She just sort of leans forward a little bit.
Maybe I shouldn't. The wine last night did a number on me. Maybe I should just kind of take it easy for a day.
Now go ahead. Well, just smell it. Tell me what it smells like. Because sometimes the aromatherapy can help you out a bit.
I'm gonna walk out of the room as all this is happening, and I see Abby with what I know is in her hand, and I tap the floor with my quarterstaff,
Fuck.
and then walk out the door.
What's up?
Or you just look at you really odd. She was just about ready to take a drink of that for me to see if she's feeling any better. Did you smell it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
treat it like a glass of wine, right? So I give it a little swirl to get it nice and aromatic. Open it up.
You're
get it
gonna
breathing.
roll me? Fuck, what would that...
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
As you
Jesus.
sniff it. As the aroma just hits you, like, strong and...
14.
Oh yeah, you're gonna down that shit. You don't even think about it, you just take it and, like, gulp it down.
Really? Okay.
If you thought Victoria was a porcelain white before, she just drains of color.
You say really, but... There are things you don't know.
I don't. I'm just. That's why I'm like, wow. Okay, sure.
This is the most
yeah, well,
amazing drink. It's like, kind of has, hints of, mulberry, a little bit. But it's, like, amazing. Whatever it is, you take multiple glasses of it.
I laugh. You hear me laughing hard as I walk out the door, though.
What's so funny? I don't. Did I miss?
Eventually make my way downstairs.
Victoria just looks like a ghost at this point. She hasn't stopped staring at you. Abby.
Abby, you definitely want more of it, though. You definitely want more of it. Because that hits, like, the spot.
I think before your dress fitting, we need to stop by the cathedral again.
Kind of feel that trickle going down your chin as you kind of drink messily.
Oh, I didn't even get a. Oh.
You wipe it and you
them at the
see...
table.
Yeah, it's kind of viscous.
Does it have that like? Do I at least pick up that like iron smell?
Beneath all the fruitiness, a little bit, yeah. But you can mostly guess what it is because it feels like viscous on your hand.
Mm-hmm. And I've definitely had some of that on my hands from time to time.
Yeah. But you don't remember it tasting like that.
Oh, this is one of those symptoms that he, right? Fuck.
I'm gonna look over toward Portia. I don't think we have time. I don't think we have time for breakfast right now.
Why? Did something happen?
Well, Abby just drank a glass of blood like it was the best cut of prime rib.
Are you saying that out loud like that?
I'm saying it low at the table to
Okay.
Portia.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to broadcast it.
Thank
table
God.
volume.
Basically, I sit down, I start reaching for breakfast, and he's like, we don't have time for breakfast.
I mean, you can have a little bit of breakfast. I just get. Can I get a second?
I kind of look over at Abby and look over at Victoria. And,
The innkeeper looks scandalized after you ask her for that. Another one.
I'll shake my head at the innkeeper. We need to go now.
I grab a handful of bacon and head out the door with them.
A fucking handful of bacon.
Can I get like a lid? Dude, like a to-go cup? Get a
Like Victoria's like reaching down, and, like grabbing at your wrist and trying to pull you along.
But I feel it could like just.
There's some more. There's some more. What would hurt? It won't hurt, right? No more.
Don't worry, we'll take you by the butcher later.
I don't like that I was enthused about that proposition. Okay, yeah. Let's cathedral.
It does sound good to go check the butcher afterwards, though.
Yeah, that's like I was very much like, okay, yeah, no. Why am I? I don't want to. Okay, I get your point.
Alright, so you all rush to the cathedral, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you make your way to the cathedral. As you rush inside, you don't catch any sight of Manuel today.
Back through the back of the temple, in through the rooms, through the library, down the hallway. Not even gonna knock, gonna walk right into the main dude's room again.
You just fucking slam the door open. Barge in, right?
Oh yeah.
By light, what is that? Kinda pauses as he sees Abigail.
Kind of like pull her in, kind of like in front of me, and then step back to kind of like block the door, leaving her in front of me.
Has something changed? Kind of confused a bit.
Her body temperature is about 5 degrees too low, and she just drank a glass of blood.
Technically.
He's like, taken by surprise, clearly, and he's like, well, as if he hadn't prepared for the, like, eventuality with all the tasks you've dropped on him. Now you bring that to the table, and he's like, fuck. Wait here, I will go get someone. And, you're gonna see him rush out the room and leave you all there. Abby, you feel kinda good.
I will close the door. It'll be just fine. We just need to wait here a few minutes.
I just want to say now, if he comes barging back through that doorway with, like, an axe or something, we're gonna have words, because...
Oh, no, no.
He seemed a little
me,
panicky. I
wouldn't let that happen. she'll walk around and she'll kind of look you over and be like, well, you might look a little bit better than you did earlier. And you see her kind of like fiddling at her neck, and just kind of her holy symbol for the light just kind of like slips out between her fingers and over top the back of her hand, like shining directly at you.
Mm-hmm.
As she's just kind of gauging if there's any kind of response, kind of like passively acting like she's not even noticing as she fiddles with it.
You don't feel anything, but if you want to fuck with Victoria, that'd be your perfect timing. But like, personally, you don't feel anything. You could be like, oh god, ah. But you don't feel nothing from her pulling out the symbol. Like, you didn't burst into flames as you entered the cathedral either. You just want more of the stuff that you had. At the end.
No, I mean, I
your
was
mind's like
already
focused on that at the moment.
Yeah, I was already in like hypochondriac mode, so I'm taking this very, very seriously, and just so I'm not.
You're like twiddling their top. Oh, we get to go to the butcher afterwards. Oh, fuck, when?
Yeah.
Like, why am I hyped about this?
Yeah.
She'll look over at Portia, just like, wait, how's that bacon?
Pretty good. I'll hand you a piece if you want it. I'll hand it out to you if you want.
Yeah, I will very daintily like take it between my thumb and forefinger and just kind of nibble on it until it's all gone. Like, as ladylike as you could eat a piece of bacon that a circus performer just handed you.
Like slight nibbles.
With all the class she can muster.
Like small nibbles.
Yeah.
Abby, the smell just absolutely turns your stomach of whatever, of Portia eating the bacon. It's like, ugh.
Aw.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Even bacon?
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's cruel. That is so cruel.
I know.
Like, it's still meat. Like, I should count as... What am I, keeping kosher? Jeez.
I'd say you're keeping to a strict bloody diet.
You're a halal vampire.
Yeah.
Well, so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you try to eat it, it could do something. Who knows? Like, but at the moment, you're like, ugh. I want more wine. It takes a little while, but then another priest someone will knock at the door. Or did you leave it open?
The door.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I closed the door just in case she got fight or flight. I'll open the door. Please tell me it's an old priest and a young priest.
I mean, it is Father Keenan and an older gentleman. Father Keenan is not young, but
It's an older priest.
Yeah. Oh, please tell me the other one's name is Father Landry, and we're good to go. All right. Anyways,
Father May I?
Yeah.
gotta look for. I forgot to look for the name of this guy. One moment.
Well, you're back.
And I'm
Yes.
looking to make sure they're not like armed or anything, and just like checking for getting ready to like duck a vial quarry style. They come launching shit at me. I'm just like, eh. I'm falling for that one twice.
So the man that followed Father Keenan, Victoria, you would recognize from seeing him many a times during your studies. It's actually he literally brought the head of the church to see Abigail. So before you behind
I
the
will
man
drop into a deep curtsy when he comes in.
would be what in this world is called the Sanctified Father, which is basically the Pope.
I'm shrunk because I have no fucking clue who he is.
You might have heard of him, like a little bit, but you don't know what he looks like.
She's not religious. I mean, she may have heard the name somewhere, but
Okay.
religion is...
As I drop into the deep curtsy, I'm gonna say, the The light walks with you, Holy Father.
As does with you, child. Kind of looks at Abigail. You've put yourself in quite the mess, haven't you?
Arguably.
Father Keenan will like intercept. Well, we'll have to take you into observations and show what can be done.
Or go, oh, don't you worry. I'll have them bring the dress down here and fit you here. It'll be fine.
You not just kind of wax on, wax off, right? Like got rid of my drunkenness, just do like a boop, and
If I could do that, I wouldn't have brought you here.
well,
I could, but I need to be somewhere with less objects that can go flying if something goes awry. Kind of gives you a slight, the Sanctified Father say as he gives you a slight smile. Like
you see this look on Victoria's face go, oh, so that's what's happening when he says that. And she's just going to go, oh, it'll be fine. I'll be right there with you.
Can I, insight check this guy to see if
Sure.
I get, hostile-y vibes? Like, I really don't want to walk into a room and have the door slammed and they, jump me with a bunch of stakes and shit and just be like, fuck.
The power of light compels you. The power of light compels you.
17?
You don't get any animosity from the man. Actually, you get more the sense that he's there because he wants to help you, cure whatever ails you.
No way. So I'm still very much counting on. I'm reaching for Victoria's hand. We're in this team, right? We're on.
I'll take your hand and then I'll kind of nod over to Portia to see if she'll take your other one.
Sure.
And then when you look back to the dude, I'm going to give Portia that look again of just a straight face, just slowly shake my head a little bit.
Oh my god, that's so mean!
Stop it! That's not
Father Keenan sees you do that and he looks at you like, stop it. Enough. This is serious.
Victoria will legit sigh. Fine. As you say, Holy Father.
Are you saying that to Father Keenan or the Sanctified Father? Because it's Father Keenan.
Fine, Father Keenan. I mean, I'm sure both of them are quite accustomed to Victoria, so it's just not surprising them at all.
Yeah, but they'll still try to stir you in the right direction. They're good-hearted.
You just get a squeeze, and you just kind of feel the bones in your hand, kind of
that kind of hurts.
Don't appreciate jokes right now. I'm gonna deal with some shit.
I'd be squeezing your hand a little too tightly right now, Victoria.
It's okay. I will compensate by buffing up the muscles in my hand.
Okay. You feel Victoria's hand getting a little stronger under your fingers for some reason?
Mm.
Alright, so the two men will bring you to another part of the temple. You're actually going upstairs this time to a room that is mostly bare. It has kind of it looks like an altar in the middle, like a white marble. Like, floor's white, the walls are white, everything's white. Like, you get a sense of purity in that room. So you'll be ushered in. Shut up. They'll encourage Abby to let go of the hands so they can like see, like holy auscultation kind of thing. Is that a word in English? Fuck. That's gonna be my question of the day.
Auscultation.
I think.
Oscillating, is that the word you're
No,
looking
not
for?
oscillate. Like doing a diagnosis. No, like running a diagnosis.
Consultation?
Yeah, consultation.
Consultation is the word we're looking for. Like pre-op stuff.
Triage.
Pre-op. They're taking brain scans of you.
Well, more than brain scans, but yeah.
Divine MRIs.
Right?
That's
They're
what it
like
is.
scanning you divinely. That right.
Victoria's going to refrain from removing a dagger from her belt and acting like it's a ritual knife.
Oh my goodness. No, you're.
It's a good way to get punched right now.
Father
Like, I'm
Keenan is gonna
on
be
edge.
like very clear that you both are there for like support, like emotional support for Abigail. So like, don't do anything too brash that could cause her stress. You're here for support.
Victoria knows. She just had the random thought. It's probably Corella doing it.
I know, but like he knows your temper. He doesn't really know Portia, so he'll be like, listen, this is serious. No sudden movements. Just keep everything calm, collected, silence as the
Say, fine. and you'll actually feel kind of like Victoria's hand kind of get a bit more dainty and a little bit smaller. And then you see this girl standing there in Victoria's place.
Alright, so they will have Abigail release both of your hands and start trying to figure out what's going on with her. Like intense prayer time. Like
I'll walk over and take Portia by the hand and kind of like lead her back a little bit and go, we should give her room.
Yeah, I'll give him plenty of room.
like she's back into the wall. So you'll see their hands light up with radiant energies as they like pass them over. One moment. I've heard something. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back real quick. One moment. Sorry.
And then I was doing flips and shit.
Oop. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Cat tried to do a miss. Alright, okay, so, as I was saying, they're starting this, like, ritual, casting, basically. It's gonna take the whole, 10 minutes kind of stuff. Once it's stopped, they're both gonna look really miffed. I think that's the word, like, confused. Especially, the Sanctified Father. Well, I've never quite seen this before. It doesn't seem like anything malign, isn't you? But
Thanks.
did she behave another way when you handed her the glass of wine? He'll look at Victoria.
Lois will say, "Hmm,
Oh, that
she drank it. She drank it like a kid would eat a bag of candy."
But nothing else? No.
He wanted more.
So she only
Tasted
asked
good.
for more. She didn't go feral per se.
Oh,
Well, oddly enough, did not sense anything wrong. Well, unholy as.
Wait. Well, there's obviously something wrong. I mean, she was bitten by a man that's supposed to have been dead 200 years, and now she's drinking blood, and her body temperature is way too low than normal. There's something wrong.
You see, normal in other cases that had been bitten by it, usually within the first 3 days, the person would start changing and start attacking anybody in its path. How much time has it been since you've had that encounter?
At least a month.
Now 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Few weeks.
It was a
at least.
couple weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks for you to go from Hunter's Run to Heimgard Keep.
Mm-hmm.
That is already uncharted territory, it seems.
Lilith is going to say, well, there was the fact that when we escaped from Foulblood's little trap, whatever it was, we didn't exactly do that by ourselves.
Go on.
Well, we fell through darkness.
So you fell into the void?
Yes. And someone who's not with us might have made a deal for Abby to be okay. But you know how those deals can go.
So she does seem fine, but she is still undergoing changes. And because of that meddling, there's not much that can be done. But she does seem, it'll gesture to Abby and turn to you, retain most of faculties, don't you?
Excuse you. Thank you. I mean,
Well-
I'm still standing right here. Like,
I say most because normally somebody would not be pursuing nor craving the taste of blood.
I'll kind of look back over to Portia while Abby's trying to argue with. Go, do you want any more bacon?
I hand you another piece of bacon.
I just sort of shake it at Abby.
I'm not a dog. I'm not. What's shaking bacon at me? What is wrong with you?
I put it under your nose.
It smells horrible. You're like, ugh.
That hurts my soul. So
I
much.
know.
It does. It hurts.
I
I
know.
just kind of like pull away from it. Oh.
I think we might run into an issue if blood is the only thing she can consume.
Is it though? I mean, you know.
I hold the bacon up to your mouth. I push it in so you open your mouth. I just like shove the bacon in your mouth.
Roll me a con save.
Spit it back out.
You still gotta roll a con save as it's been
Yeah.
put in your mouth.
Oh god, and that one.
You vomit. You just puke
Oh.
all the blood on the floor.
Oh.
All over the nice white marble. You just
Projectile.
you just hear Father Keenan like scandalized, like, oh my goodness. Oh.
And you're just looking at it like, oh, I didn't even have breakfast. God damn it.
You definitely feel more hungry now.
And it just like it doesn't prove anything. Like all, well, I don't even know if what all the blood vessels in my face pop from the, or is like now that I'm sliding away from having a pulse, I guess.
I mean, you still look normal. You're just a little colder and a wee bit paler. It's a wee bit, like it's almost on this. It's not really noticeable at first glance. You gotta be really looking for it. Yeah.
This is a good spot to end for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I as basically they let you know that there's not much they can do about your situation. You're gonna have to work it out, but you don't seem to be like a danger to your party so far. Alright, so this is where we're gonna end it for tonight, guys. Hope y'all had fun. We're gonna keep it up next week. Oh, bye. Alright, so later everyone. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday.